so that way it don't overpower or.
Guys, Secret Service files. Detail assignments for January 6th.
What?
Or what's going on with you?
Whoa. It's
Hope
a
it ain't
map of the DC
Red Pill
Fairgrounds
Rescue
where
Lot.
Singer's having his rally.
That's where they're giving him the old Dealey Plaza. Them was right.
Right. The old Dealey Plaza. You know what I mean? Ashe, peace and benediction. So this is the clip from The Boys, episode 7, season 4, that came out on 7/11. You know, with the goddamn 47 on you know, encapsulated. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, it never played.
You see they're talking about we already know what January 6th is. January 6th is contributed to the whole MAGA insurrection type time. You know what I'm saying? Even when that shit happened, they printed the new $100 bills that said, you know, that talked about insurrection on it. You know what I mean? So not a coincidence, but you know, here you go with another quote unquote coincidence that's really not a coincidence. You know what I'm saying? So
hey, I don't think it played.
It did play. We can play it again.
Yeah. I think we're gonna have to play it again.
Guys,
I didn't get a chance
Secret
to
Service
see it,
files. Detail assignments for January 6th.
What?
All right, let me go back. Let me start it over.
Files.
Okay.
Guys, Secret Service files. Detail assignments for January 6th.
So you see now they got somebody up there on the screen, right? That they plan on knocking off, right? At a rally. You know what I'm saying? And in this particular situation, it's supposed to be at January 6th. Now we already know what January 6th is. That's contributed to the MAGA hat situation, right? Now listen to what he say.
All right.
What?
Look.
Whoa. It's a map.
Look. Look at that. That almost look like the same layout from the Trump shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Wow, what a coincidence. You know what I'm saying? Right. Now you see that. Now mind you, this is episode 7, season 4, that came out on 7/11. You know what I'm saying? Like we told you, where everything with Trump is 7. You know, Trump is seeming to be the 47th president. You know what I'm saying? So this episode 7, season 4, you know what I'm saying, is fitting. You know what I mean? Now listen to what they say after this.
Map of the DC Fairgrounds where Singer's having his rally.
That's where they're giving him the old Dealey Plaza.
You heard that? Where he's having his rally. And then they say, oh, they're going to give him the old Dealey Plaza. What happened at Dealey Plaza, y'all? What happened at Dealey Plaza, Pope?
Shit. Where was that at? Dealey Plaza?
That's where they got at Kennedy at. You know what I'm saying? That's
okay.
Where they got it. Yeah. So when they saying yeah, they're gonna give him the old Dealey Plaza, they talking about a presidential rally, right? So they talking about knocking the president off at his rally. Now this episode came out on 7/11. You know what I'm saying? Why July 11th? You know what I'm saying? When we say July, we just say why July. You know what I'm saying? Why July 7th is when this episode was released. You know what I'm saying? We showed y'all that on the previous video. Yep. You know, the timestamp. So they talking about a presidential rally where somebody is supposed to get knocked off. You know, the president, he's supposed to get the Dealey Plaza treatment. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and this was so much of a coincidence that Amazon had to come out and release a statement and say, "Hey, look, this is merely a coincidence, man." You know what I'm saying? Craftiness, man. Craftiness. Well, you know what I mean?
Man, what's going on with you, man?
Think about that, Pope. You think that's just a coincidence?
Nah, there is no coincidences in this shit. I mean, that's like trying to say that Simpsons is a coincidence. Or some of these other shows that they use predicated malevolence, to use your phrase.
Yeah, predicated malevolence. That's predictive programming for the people that need the training wheels. But you know what I'm saying? See, what predictive programming has done is make people think this is like some spooky type Ouija board type shit. They like, oh, the Simpsons is predicting things. But when we call it what it is,
right.
predicated malevolence, that's like when you see the bully in the school and he like, you gonna get your ass whooped at 3:00. You know what I'm saying? And come 3:00, you getting punched in the face. That's predicated malevolence. I'm letting you know it's gonna be some malevolence later. You know what I mean? So, and that's what these people was doing. So when we look at it in the proper lens, it's like, okay, well, who wrote the script? Who wrote the script?
Right.
And like you always like to make this comparison. If me and you wrote The Simpsons or any one of these shows that have this predictive programming in it, we would be under investigation. We would be arrested. Arrest them niggas. How this show keep predicting the future? Arrest them niggas. You know what I'm saying? So when you see all of these shows, it don't matter if it's Hulu Plus, fucking Amazon, or whatever, Paramount Plus. It don't matter what it is. These people all seem to have these eerie coincidences, right?
Right.
And we told y'all The Boys is like a superhero show, but it's a show that has a lot of political violence in it. And that's the phrase that everybody be throwing around, political violence. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So Amazon had to come out and denounce political violence, even though they have shows that propagate political violence. Interesting. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, we got some other clips right here. You know what I'm saying? We can touch back on that Trump shit, but today is the 12-year anniversary of the Aurora, Colorado shooting. You know what I mean? So I wanted to touch it a little bit, or address that. Got to tease that out our vocabulary.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it's a lot of crazy shit going on around the world. So we got a couple clips that we're gonna go in on. So what you think? But I want to know what you think about what do you think about that shit that you just seen? You know what I mean? Does that make you want to watch the episode? Does that make you want to because it's more bullshit in there. Just like how we told y'all about Designated Survivor, Madam Secretary, what's that other show? House of Cards. All of these shows got predicated malevolence in it, and they telling you the shit that they're gonna do. You go back and watch some shows, you like, damn, that shit was that shit aged perfectly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I did watch the what's that, episode 1 of House of Cards. That was pretty interesting. I haven't got past that. There was only episode 1 available, but no, that was some crazy shit.
And one of the things that they talking about on the Boys is them developing the next global pandemic, and the people is like they don't really want to do it, but they like, yo, we got to do it, because it's the only way we can get at the people that we want to get at. You know what I'm saying? So again, when shit be happening and shit be hitting the fan, and you go back and look at this shit, it's like, well, how come ain't nobody holler at these motherfuckers?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Crazy.
All right. Right.
Yeah, but that show, The Boys, go check it out. So all right. So where we want to go with this? We want to I'm gonna play this clip right here. It's like a 1-minute clip, and it's I got some old clips too. You know what I mean? But it's a 1-minute clip. Now I want you to keep in reference to what we just saw in that clip from The Boys. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I said, that layout almost looked identical. You know what I mean? Kind of different, but damn near the same. What we've been looking at with this whole alleged attempted assassination. You know what I mean?
Good afternoon. A source familiar with the investigation tells me that, look, it took a single shot to kill the would-be assassin Thomas Crooks, and that shot came from a Secret Service counter sniper that the source says he described the shot as a 1 in a million type of shot. The counter sniper could only see the top of the scope, his eye and forehead, because the lip of the AGR building that Crooks was on was obscuring that view. We're also told a local police sniper took a single shot as well, but missed. Remember, this building was about 150 yards away from where the former president was standing on that stage, and it had a clear line of sight to the former president. Federal law enforcement sources tell Fox that while Crooks snuck up on that roof, a Butler Township Emergency Services Unit sniper team was looking out of the windows of that same building, watching for any suspicious activity. So how did Crooks get on that roof? Federal law enforcement sources tell Fox that it was initially thought he brought a ladder. However, no ladder was found on site, and we're now told the more likely scenario is that Crooks hid his father's AR-15 near an AC unit, and then he climbed onto that AC unit to get up onto the roof of the AGR building. This, as the Wall Street Journal is now reporting, the shooter was able to fly a drone above the rally site earlier that day. The predetermined flight path, the Journal reports, indicates that he flew the drone more than once to scope out the site. A federal law enforcement source tells Fox the Secret Service was not flying a drone over the rally that day. Senator Josh Hawley says multiple whistleblowers with direct knowledge have come forward saying the rally was being treated as a loose security event.
Y'all believe this shit? Come on, man. It was being treated as a loose security event. Cut it the fuck out.
Man, they showed the footage of the ladders on the side of the building. So how do they now have no ladders at all? I mean, do we got to pull the video of the ladders on the side of the building? It looked like a makeshift ladder, and then there was another like opportunity to get up on the other side. On the same side. So it showed, it showed the ladder. I mean, now there's no ladder. That's just my observation. I mean, did we not report on this and they show where that dude got up supposedly on the ladder? I mean, are they just changing this to fit?
Yeah.
I mean, how long is this? How many days has it been? It went from a ladder to no ladder? Like, how did that, where we at now? I mean, do you remember them saying that there was a ladder and they showed that the boy supposedly, I mean, because the narrative, remember when they said, look, Right. And they said that he supposedly walked with a ladder a mile away from where his car was supposedly found, with the ladder and the AR and 50 rounds of ammo is what the story was. In a car that would not fit the ladder at all. In a car and a drone too. Now, you know what I mean? But the car would not fit the ladder at all, so I guess they no longer fit the narrative.
Right.
Because they showed the building on the side, right. Right. Crazy. So in another news thing, they can just go ahead and X the ladder out verbally. They can verbally X it out. Not even show pictures.
I'll put another one.
Why a drone wasn't flown over the Trump rally site on July 13th. Well, we just found out from the Wall Street Journal moments ago that a drone was flown over the site hours before the rally. But it was actually operated by the gunman. Joining me now, Tennessee Senator Marsha Blackburn. Senator, this is unbelievable. We are just learning, sources telling the Journal, that the predetermined path suggests that Mr. Crooks flew the drone more than once as he researched and scoped out the site. He was researching other Trump events as well, supposedly also did some search about the Democratic National Convention. But this adds to the growing list of questions we have for the Secret Service director. This is getting worse by the day.
Indeed it is, and we have had no transparency. She hasn't done a press conference, which usually the lead agency head will assemble a press conference and let people know what is going on. And Laura, the thing that is so frustrating about this is we're getting these bits and pieces. We're trying to verify and make certain that we know what is information, what is rumor, and that we hold the director to account. I mean, with her job, it's not like you miss your sales quotas or you miss your casework quotas. When you mess up, people die. And that is what we saw on Saturday with death, with injury, with the assassination attempt on President Trump.
Well, Senator, we get conflicting information.
One.
In some of the accounts, we
One
heard that
person died.
authorities saw him up to 3 hours before the rally started. Then it was an hour. Then he had to retrieve his gun. There was comments about a ladder, shimmying up the roof. The way the shots were fired, and then, of course, the one shot that killed him. But none of this is adding up. And I said almost a week ago, if we didn't have transparency immediately and some accountability, conspiracy theories would fly. And check out, go online. Right. You'll see what people are saying, and it's not good.
No, it is not good. And this is why we have pressed the Secret Service director for answers. Why we thought it was so important that she talk with us, with senators, and give us some answers, because the American people deserve to get some answers. Laura, we had people that...
The shit ain't that.
The lead agency head will assemble a press conference and let people know what is going on. And Laura, the thing that is...
Well, Senator, we get conflicting information. In some of the accounts, we heard that authorities saw him up to 3 hours before the rally started. Then it was an hour. Then he had to retrieve his gun. There was comments about a ladder, shimmying up the roof. The number of shots fired,
we just wanted y'all to
the
hear
way the shots were fired, and then, of course, the one shot that killed him. But none of this is adding up. And I said almost a week ago, if we didn't have transparency immediately and some accountability, conspiracy theories would fly. And check out, go online. You'll see what people are saying, and it's not good.
No, it is not good. And this is why we have pressed the Secret Service director for answers. Why we thought it was so important that she talk with us, with senators, and give us some answers, because the American people deserve to get some answers. Laura, we had people that saw things, they spoke out, there wasn't a response. We know that they, at 5:51, identified this guy as a potential threat. At 5:53, they alerted the sharpshooters. But at 6 o'clock, the Secret Service cleared President Trump to go on that stage. And we want to know why he was cleared, and also why they did not have drones, why they were not surveilling that inner, middle, and outer perimeter to make certain that President Trump and the rally-goers were all kept safe.
There it is.
That's all there was. We understand that in some cases there were DHS security officials, not the traditional Secret Service officials who were with candidate Trump. So that was also something that Josh Hawley discovered through his own source. So now you guys have to act as reporters, like you're journalists trying to find out information. What's going to happen next week, Senator, given the fact that we have like 5 different investigations going on, which I think is a huge mistake, should be one investigation?
We're going to see the House move forward with theirs. The Senate Judiciary Committee is going to have a hearing. We're looking forward to getting the director in front of us and asking specifics. Laura, we have to put her under oath and find out what went wrong with the advanced planning, what went wrong with the coordination between the Secret Service, the other federal agencies, the state and the local. This is just unbelievable. What a mess it is.
And you have a man buried today, and his family in deep mourning because of what happened, and Trump almost dead, and 2 others passed.
Bullshit, man. All this is bullshit. Like, all right, they said that. All right, now, they said that dude started letting off. He was trying to hit Trump, right?
Right.
And they fired back, right? So everybody now and now think about it. Initially, everybody froze, and then they got down. So then they say the dude who got killed, right? Who got deleted, right? Or unalived, right? The dude who got unalived, they said that he went to cover his family and got hit.
Yeah. And he was a firefighter, and he had a whole story too.
That doesn't make sense. Because on the let's pull up that other video that we had. On that trajectory, they showed that dude got hit in his face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
So if he's turning to cover his family, how he get hit in his face? You know what I'm saying? Something wrong with that there, man. So this, like I said, man, this shit stinks to high hell, and all this other shit, all this other additives is to to try to confirm this story and make it more a mystery than it is. It's bullshit, Water tower, who's this where's the person at the water tower? You know what I'm saying? Like, look at this shit here. They got motherfuckers following grainy videos and shit.
America,
you know what I'm
stop
saying?
Scrolling. Check this out. I found the video with a little bit clearer so you can actually see what's going on.
Shit,
Take a look and we'll talk after. Keep an eye on that spot.
They calling that a phantom sniper. That's what they saying.
Right.
Let's get real for a minute, America. I don't know what this is. This is just my opinion. But I'm not a rocket scientist, but that's a man moving on top of this water tower. And you can see right here that this was during the time of this event.
I can't confirm or deny that, man.
Secret Service, the mainstream media, and all this is trying to beat it into our heads that there was nobody on the water tower at the time of the incident. That's the case. What is that? Who is that, and what was he doing right there at the exact
Do we
moment
understand that we live in a world? I'm gonna let this fool talk.
Accountability needs to happen now.
Right.
They almost took our president out. It's clear as day. We've got all the facts, the videos.
Our president.
See, here's the thing that they didn't contend with because they're not smart enough. When they put this together, they knew that they would be able to control the mainstream media and where they were and all that. But what they didn't comprehend and put together is all of the people on social media with cell phones. This right here should have never been seen. They had no intentions of letting us know that there was someone up there on that water tower.
I'm gonna show you how this shit don't even make sense.
For this person just so happenly scrolling their phone over and saying, wait, what's that? We would have never known. Guys, if you like my content, follow and share this video so people can see. This is, in my...
Come on, man. Now look, I can't confirm or deny this, but when
there's way better videos. Yeah, there's way better video of that.
If you got a better video, then now would be the time to put it up. You know what I'm saying? But if this dude is going to use this video, then this is going to be my response to this. So we got to practice the discernment here, critical thought. We live in a day and age where people can easily edit and manipulate video footage, pictures, all that kind of shit instantaneously. Like, it's like. So just with that said, that's why we always say I wasn't there, so I don't know. So all of this shit got an asterisk next to it because you're looking at it on a motherfucking computer screen. And these people uploaded it to the internet. They could have edited it. We don't know what they did. We already know they edited the 9/11 situation, right? Added planes in the situation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And all of the video footage that we saw was all manipulated. You know what I'm saying? So all right, so you think that, and that was 20 years ago. So you think that they just stopped doing that, or they got better at that?
Of course.
Just the fun fact. So all right, with this shit right here, somebody could have easily put a shadowy figure up there, You know what I'm saying? Now consider this: if you got a sniper on the roof right there, 150 yards away, you got a sniper up on the water tower right here, and then people saying there's other snipers also. How all these motherfuckers miss? When this motherfucker, after he allegedly got shot, he basically started waving and taunting these motherfuckers. Like, yeah, I'm right here, nigga. Putting the pump in his fist and, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Asking for a wigger. He was asking for a wigger. You know what I'm saying? We all seen the video. Even the kids in Africa seen the video. They recreated it. You know what I'm saying? So this motherfucker had his head all out, pumping his fist. So you telling me that all of these niggas is a bad shot? Right. Does that make sense to you? You all the way up on a water tower like that and you can't hit nothing. Well, why are you up there? Why did they... The same thing with this dude who's 150 yards away on the roof adjacent from him. Well, why are you there if you that bad of a shot? You saying
he's 20 years old. Like, they expect him to be the super marksman.
Say it again?
Yeah, he's 20 years old. They expect him to be super marksman. You know what I'm saying? Like, they really trying to portray dude as being some type of anything other than it wasn't like he got hired by some. You feel me?
Well, they saying that he had 5 years of marksman training, so that means that he's been shooting since he was 15. You know what I mean? So So if you took multiple shots at a sitting duck, right? You know, how does he miss?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can see if you said that he only got the one shot off and then they hit him, boom, 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 right? But they saying no, he took multiple shots and hit other people. How did he miss?
Yep.
You know
and where was the shot that the
like how we said on the last video? If Bull took multiple shots in that little space right there, and you saying the bullets was whizzing past his head, when he put his hand up, his hand would have got hit. You know what I'm saying?
It was that close. Yeah, they said it was that close.
Ducked right down. He went and touched his ear and then ducked down slowly. So how y'all ain't hitting? Are you telling me it's multiple people?
All right.
Come on, man. You know this type of shit is the counter narrative to inadvertently validate this shit. You know, or sagaciously validate it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all bullshit. You know what I mean? These motherfuckers
definitely got something.
We don't know who these people are. That's the thing about social media. You just think that people who be posting shit is just regular people. Some of these people ain't regular people. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Some of the people involved.
So I'm not buying the water tower shit. You know what I'm saying? Like even if you show me somebody on the water tower, it's a possibility that somebody could have put it there. It's a possibility that's not even the same water tower. It's a possibility that's not even the same day. You know what I'm saying? These dudes is crafty. So it's like you got to put an asterisk next to it. And again, you know, I'm gonna say
you got to put an asterisk next to the whole situation.
Right.
I mean, you know what I mean?
But I can give an analysis based upon what I'm seeing here. Right. You know.
I know they are trying to deflect away from the whole situation, and they're trying to add the narrative because they only show one shooter. They made it like he was the lone gunman, and there wasn't other people in other areas. How many shots? They got trajectories and all the shit of who guns went where, because then it would have been an added shot for one of the snipers that took out the gunman. There would have been a shot for that too. You would have heard that report come from a whole different direction, correct? If he was that close to the situation. I mean, is that something? There would have been 8 shots. There would have been like 9 because one of them would have took out the dude. Because other than that, it was only him shooting. Right. They lead us to believe that it was only him shooting all 8 shots. You lead us to believe it was all 8 shots before they took 1 shot and knocked him out, which would have been the 9th one. But then, or would it have been the 7th, and the 8th one was the one that took him out?
But now they saying that the 8 shots wasn't on him. You know, they just keep twisting the story. They're saying that, well, some of those shots was return fire from the Secret Service. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, come on, man.
Okay, well then that
So,
would have been how many shots? They said it was one shot that took him out, right? It was a one shot kill, right?
All right. Well, here's another question. Somebody on the water tower, right? And these people is completely avoiding that somebody's on a water tower. If it was somebody in the water tower, they'd have to hit them too. Did y'all think about that?
Then
they would have to hit those people too.
Right.
Then play. They couldn't just
play Greg Reese.
Dude is on the water tower letting off. He can't just get away.
Right. So play the Greg Reese video.
He didn't hit. He didn't.
Yeah.
If it's a dude on the water tower, he didn't hit what he was supposed to hit. So
right.
What did he do after he missed? He just left.
Yep. So let's play the Greg Reese video.
Either he just left and dipped off, or he got hit too.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Look, let's play the Greg Reese video, and that that's to attest to the water tower.
Yeah, play that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Hold on. All right. Let's see where he go. Oh, here it is.
Assassinations are often carried out with hats to fall and a professional or team of professionals to execute the target. This ensures success and gives the appearance that there was no conspiracy. It all gets blamed on a mentally disturbed lone gunman. But the alleged would-be Trump assassin was willing to go on a suicide mission. It was an easy shot, and he had at least 5 years of marksmanship training. The independent work of Asget Industries shows how our young suicide assassin could have been the lone gunman. But she is restricted to using the limited information we have gotten. According to the sound analysis of Mike Adams, there were at least 3 shooters.
I think round 1 is probably Crooks. Round 2 is Crooks. Round 3 is Crooks. I think these 3 rounds are Crooks. My guess. Rounds 4 and 5 are from the same distance as Crooks. They are not Crooks. I think rounds 4 and 5 are from a rogue Secret Service team in the building that Crooks was on top of. That's my guess. Round 6 is from medium range sniper. Round 7 is long range sniper.
Several witnesses that day claimed that there was a second shooter in the water tower.
And I just screamed, "It's the sniper, it's the sniper," and he was firing down toward the water tower.
That's what we're hearing. Fox News live streamed the following testimony, but omitted it from final edits.
I think that's where the other shooter was. There was one in the water tower, there was one by the fence. And still, obviously, initial reports.
NBC live streamed the following testimony of a woman who was in the front row.
See the sharpshooter behind Trump. He said the sharpshooter shot to the left. He killed the gentleman in the water tower here.
And omitted the following from the final edit.
Now they feel that there was 2 shooters on both sides. So they got the one on the tower on this side, but the one on the right side they never got. So that's why they wanted us to leave immediately, because they thought there's still a shooter out there somewhere. I'm glad that guy's no longer with us anymore in that tower. And I hope they get the other one too.
Images of the water tower show a shadow at the very top. Frame-by-frame analysis shows what could be described as muzzle flash or the reflection of a scope lens. Before any...
Oh my God. Cut it out, man. that audio was kind of choppy. We're gonna try to start it over. Hold on. So that's InfoWars at Greg Reese. So shout out to them over there. You know what I mean? Hold up real quick. Yeah, they had a little technical difficulties. You know what I mean? All right, is this joint uploading? What is it doing?
That's how they feel the truth about that.
It should take a little minute to upload.
Right. But from there, I mean, did it freeze out before it kicked me out, or how
Yeah,
far
for a
did it get to?
little bit. I'm gonna try to play it on my side. What is it saying? Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, it's telling me to try again.
All right.
That John just. All right, there we go.
Mm-hmm. You know, we
Yeah.
live streaming, struggle streaming.
Yeah. Struggle streaming.
Right. And we live, so you know it'd be kind of situations be happening.
Yeah. Because StreamYard be fucking up. You know, they on some bullshit, man. They got they got shit frozen. Hold on, let me cut this mic off. Hold
All right.
Let's see, it's saying they got some
Yeah.
trouble. Maybe. Hold on. Let me come out the room and come back in. Maybe that's what it
Yeah. Bear with us. We live and direct. You know what I mean? This is
is. That's
definitely
crazy.
live. This ain't nothing that we. Yeah, it's that
Yeah,
video
charge it,
in particular.
charge it, charge it to StreamYard. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
you know, whoever else is involved in fucking this shit up. You know, maybe they did that too or something.
Uh-huh.
I mean, who knows?
Right. We'll be inclusive and make sure we include everybody when we talk. Bear with us. You know what I mean? If you're sticking with us throughout the stream, you feel what I'm saying? We bring it to you
It's crazy.
things as we get them. Right. For real, for real.
All right, well, all right. Why that shit gotta freeze up my whole shit though? That's crazy.
Yeah. Definitely programmed.
That shit ain't never did that shit before.
Because you're different.
All right, there, it's doing something.
Doing some shit I ain't never did before.
Yeah, that joint
Gotta
is sick.
take that as a sign of love.
All right, so we can switch. I'm gonna
Uh-huh.
switch gears then, because they saying that
All
something
right.
wrong. Now they saying something wrong with the video. Same video, but something wrong with it
Right.
now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Of course it is. When we trying to use it, because it's giving a different narrative of what they want to post.
All right,
I
so
mean, trip on life.
let's switch gears here. You know what I mean?
Okay.
All right.
Right.
So all right,
Because
look,
obviously they don't want us to get on that.
this is the anniversary of the Aurora, Colorado shooting and shit. You know what I'm saying? 720.
Okay.
Now, also, you know, on some 7-Eleven shit, you know, in numerology, 11 can also be viewed as 2. You know what I'm saying? So this, just like Solomon and the 72 demons. You know what I'm saying? So this 720 situation right here can also be looked at as the 7-Eleven situation. You know what I'm saying? If you're picking up what I'm putting down. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So this is the dude right here.
Yeah.
This is the dude right here who supposed to have went up in the situation in the movie theater and shot up the movie theater. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
now mind you, the movie theater, like if we get like a picture or a clip, we can show you the back of the movie theater. Somebody would have had to open that door or had the door prop for that person to get in the first place. You know what I'm saying? But if you notice, a lot of these people who be doing crazy shit, they be looking like this, right?
Right.
Now, this dude right here is a peculiar person right here, fellow right here. You know what I'm saying? Because this
Right.
dude, you know, he was He was into some shit. Now you notice, you see they got him with the orange hair right here. Highlight that right there. You know what I'm saying? So they got him with the orange hair. When he was in court, right? He was sitting there like this. He was saying, I don't even know I'm here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what he was saying. He like, I don't even know why I'm here.
Right.
He had no recollection of what they was charging him for. You know what I'm saying? Now, why is his hair orange? Because allegedly he dyed his hair orange. When he went crazy, right? Now look at this right here. This is the dude, James Holmes, right? Has a PhD. He has a PhD student in neuroscience at the University of Colorado. You know what I'm saying? So this dude was into neuroscience. Like that Neuralink shit, fucking with your brain,
Yeah.
All that kind of type shit.
Right.
I mean, MK Ultra
Right.
type shit. He was into that type of shit,
Yep.
right? Now you
Yep.
see how
He got
he looked.
high off his own supply.
You see, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now look, y'all remember this movie, Manchurian Candidate? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Manchurian
Yeah.
Candidate.
Yep. Read the book, both of them.
Right. They got the book. They got 2 movies. You know what I mean? They got the book.
The 1956 one, yeah.
Right. So these people who go through these programs and they receive messages, like how we did that video about the voice to skull technology and the shit they doing with the Apple AirPods. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
All of that kind of shit. That's the updated version of all this kind of shit. You know what I mean? And who knows what they can do with that shit now? You know what I mean? Which is kind of spooky when you think about it. But
Right.
insisted on making 2 of these movies. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, whenever they do that shit, it's like, a lot of truth is said in jest, and and also in film. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, and they also don't have good imagination.
Right. So it's like, man,
Yeah, so everything's based in reality.
like, so when you got this dude, Mr. Holmes here, who was into neuroscience, right? And he got orange hair, he looked crazy, and he don't know why he there. He claiming he don't know why he there and shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Maybe do another breakdown of this. We can get the audio, but this is the inside of the movie theater. I just grabbed this shit real quick, just to talk about this real quick. You know what I'm saying? And but I wanted to point out this shit right here. You know what I mean? Now, mind you, this was happening at a Batman movie theater, right? And this was the
movie screening.
Screening of The Dark Knight Rises, the second Batman joint. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, if you're looking right here, right, you're looking at the screen. This is from Wikipedia. People don't like Wikipedia, right? So this is The Dark Knight Returns, right? A comic book. It was a 4-part series that came out in 1986. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna look into this comic book right here, right? Now look at this here. This is in the comic book here. Look at this. This is look at the crazy guy, right? In the movie theater, right? And he pulls out a gun, right? And look, you see him with the orange hair and the big eyes, looking like Mr. Holmes, right? What a coincidence. What a coincidence. You know what I'm saying?
One might say.
That shit is crazy. What you think about that, man? Now this dude was accused of shooting up a movie theater, right? He didn't used to have orange hair. All of a sudden, he wanted to dye his hair orange, right? He's into neuroscience, right? You understand, the things and the capabilities that they can do with neuroscience and all that kind of shit, the spooky shit, the dark shit that they could do, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But then you got this right here. Now this is from 1986, right?
Right.
It ain't just The Simpsons, man. For y'all watching this, it ain't just The Simpsons.
Right.
Am I fucked up right here? You know what I'm saying? Am I tripping? This is from 1986, right? And then this shit happened and 2012 in real life. What are we to make of this? Somebody give me a reason. Okay, I'll throw an example out there. Let's say this guy, let's say this guy was a Batman fanatic and he wanted to recreate this scene himself. Right? That's possible. Right?
At this point, yep.
You know, but I mean, other than that, what the fuck? How do we explain this?
That close to what really happened.
Now, this is from the comic book. Again, this is from the comic book. Batman Returns, 1986. You know what I'm saying?
So what would cause that to overlay? Yeah, what would cause that to overlay into real life? What in addition to this comic book, what else would create that into wanting somebody to reenact that in real life? There had to be some music associated with it. There had to be some kind of mental stimulation associated with it. Maybe if you read the words backwards or you open the book a certain way or something, there has to be something associated with that. And the movie coming out.
And for him to make a statement like, I don't know why I'm here, right? That wouldn't line up with somebody who would be a Batman fanatic and they did this. So did he snap and have this alter ego on some Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde shit and never knew about this alternative side? That kind of sound like some Manchurian Candidate shit, and this dude was into neuroscience.
Right.
Maybe he did something to himself.
Obviously he was intelligent.
But how did he snap into this character and did not know nothing about it? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Am I tripping? Look at this motherfucker. Tell me
No, it's definitely connected. Yep.
That's a coincidence?
Nope.
That's what you want us to believe? You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But anyway, they was talking about this shit. This the 12-year anniversary of this situation happening. You know what I mean? Well, let me see if I can get the video clip up here. Motherfucking devils. They send the devils on me.
People in Aurora will get together tomorrow to mark 12 years since a theater shooting. A gunman opened fire during a midnight screening of The Dark Knight Rises, killing 12 people and hurting 70 more. It marks the deadliest mass shooting by one person ever here in Colorado. A 5K
it ain't playing.
Hosted by a survivor will start at the.
I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna bring it out and bring it back in.
Yep.
Now let me see what else we got going on over here. Hold on. Somebody got them oldies playing. I hope that shit ain't picking up on the John. I just now thought about that shit. Like, damn. I hope that shit ain't picking up on the John. All right, let's start it over. StreamYard being that's fucked up, boy.
Yep.
Meanwhile, people in Aurora will get together tomorrow to mark 12 years.
I think the video quality too high on it.
Since a theater shooting, a gunman opened fire during a midnight screening.
Now look. Oh shit! I just peeped that shit. You peeped now. Look now, mind you, the theme with is purple and gold and shit. You know what I'm saying? Now remember the Joker with he wore purple shit. You know what I'm saying? Now look at this dude with the tie with the purple tie on. See that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got the color scheme. You got the color scheme going.
You know what I mean? That's the type of shit that they do. You know? They purposely put him in that purple tie to do this story.
While people in Aurora will get
let me try one more
together
thing.
tomorrow to mark 12 years.
Cause that shit is not playing. Like that shit is like that video like a nigga on the sideline with a suit on. You know he ain't playing.
Right.
That's the shit you want to say.
Yep.
Try this. All right.
Damn.
So I'm gonna reload the page. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Reload the page and then go come back in the room. Cause something maybe something eating up the data or something. I don't know. You know what I mean?
We'll see. Right. Thank you for tuning in.
Eating up the data. That's why I made the slides. I said the slides was actually back up.
We'll get together tomorrow to mark 12 years since a theater shooting. A gunman opened fire during a midnight screening of The Dark Knight Rises, killing 12 people and hurting 70 more. It marks the deadliest mass shooting by one person ever here in Colorado. A 5K hosted by a survivor will start at the 720 Memorial tomorrow morning at 8. There will also be chalk artist and community render gatherings at the Reflection Garden. That goes on until noon. The memorial is free, but if you want to take part in the run, you do need to register in advance.
Yep, they need to know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely need to know who you are if you plan on running in there. You are not running in there without them knowing exactly who the fuck you are. We made this shit up, so if you want to participate, we want to know exactly who you think you are and why you running. Ain't gonna be running on that account. What's good with you, man?
That situation was suspect, you know. So
right.
The internet was fucked up the other day, right? I guess maybe it still is. You know, they're saying that the remnants of this shit is gonna carry on for a minute. You know what I mean? You know, they had that. Now remember we was telling y'all about that cyber polygon shit that they had where they ran the the test to see what would happen. You know what I'm saying? If they just cut the shit off. You know what I'm saying? Now, a couple years back, you know, like 2018, I made a video addressing that video that was floating around. The two black girls were saying that the shit was gonna shut down for 3 days from an EMP, and I was explaining what an EMP is. You know what I'm saying? And what would happen if something happened like that. You know, so you know, I posted that video several times since I made it. You know what I'm saying? Felt it was a good message. You know, good video. You know, shout out to my young boy Macho. You know what I'm saying? You know. Stepping up, being a man, you know what I'm saying? Proud of the young boy, you know. But you know, he was in the video with me back in the day, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, you know, we talked about, you know, these things, you know what I'm saying? Bringing awareness to things as we should, you know, like how we always say about vital information, you know, and you'll hear that phrase at the end of the video. Yeah.
And when you do, you'll know it's the end of the video.
Right, you know, that's the buzzer right there. So once again with the predicated malevolence bullshit, right? You know, let's look at this. You know what I mean? Now I'm gonna cut that music off, right? We could pretty much get the understanding of what we're talking about right here, right? You know what I'm saying? The Simpsons showing motherfuckers with their internet shit cut off, right? It happening, right? Now, of course, I'm not saying that's what happened yesterday, you know, because obviously it wasn't to that great of an extent. You know what I mean? But you know,
not yet.
a lot of people are like reactionary with the Simpson situations. You know what I'm saying? They don't use this
Right.
shit to ring the alarm about shit. You know what I'm saying? So you know that's just
Right.
another in the microcosm or the macrocosm of that whole situation. You know what I'm saying? So you know we talked about that shit a little bit yesterday. We're gonna get more into that subject. You know, and we're gonna talk about some nuclear shit. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the Sun Chasers organization. You know what I mean? Out there doing good things. You know what I mean? You know,
Right.
and sun chaser means solar, underwater, nuclear. You know what I'm saying? So even in a nuclear situation, they talk about how there might even be a scenario where people might have to live underground. Now, I mean underwater, or underground, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, for people that don't know, there I don't know exactly what the terminology for these things are, but there's like enclaves or places that you can go down in the water, and then when you come in, it's like a cave under the water. You know what I'm saying? And also people live in capsulated homes. They just had a dude break a record for living in underwater for like 100 days or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So in a scenario where somebody was to fuck everything up with a fucking nuke, obviously you can't live around that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, definitely having an understanding of different terrains and different um survival tactics is definitely necessary. But let's keep it rolling. I just wanted to plug that group real quick. Let's keep it rolling. All right, what else we got right here? All right, let me put up your man Klaus Schwab's. You know what I'm saying? Your man Klaus Schwab's. Who's a part of that cyber
Sufficient attention to the frightening scenario of a comprehensive cyber attack, which would bring to a complete halt to the power supply, transportation, hospital services, our society as a whole. The COVID-19 crisis would be seen in this respect as a small disturbance in comparison to a major cyber attack. To use the COVID-19 crisis as a timely opportunity to reflect on the lessons the cybersecurity community can draw and improve our preparedness for a potential cyber pandemic.
Klaus Schwab is the evil figurehead fighting boss mascot. You know what I'm saying? With the supervillain voice. You know what I'm saying? This sounds like some Empire Strikes Back shit. Like, because y'all survived this shit, we gonna hit y'all with this type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. That
But
didn't work. Ha ha ha.
Right. They did the cyber polygon shit. You know what I mean? And they ran the tests on it. They got this dude campaigning and warning you, fear mongering. You know what I'm saying? He's a super villain mongerer. You know what I mean? So just yesterday, planes was fucked up. Different financial institutions got fucked up, right? All over the world, people is rioting and shit. Shit not happening here, but motherfuckers is going crazy around the world. You know what I'm saying? That we showed you this the other day from in the middle of the day from yesterday, but that shit was going on into the night. You know what I'm saying?
Share the light, please. Share the light. Double tap. Share the light. Share the light. Thank you. Oh, the police are on the way now. The police are gone. The police have shipped.
Shit crazy. Now let me play another clip from over there. Now, like I was saying, that was earlier in the day, but they was tripping all the way into the night. all throughout the night. You know what I mean? It's shit going down in other places, part of the world behind this shit. Yo. You know, La La Land, even La La Land got fucked up. You know, Disney.
Oh my God! No way! No way! What is this? Oh my God! No way! No way! No way! No way! Oh my God! Look at the people! Look at crazy! Look at the people! Oh my day! Oh my day! That's so oh my day! No way! No way! No way! No way! No way! No way! Oh my day! No way! We on TikTok live, bro. Yeah, man. Let me say, welcome to the live.
That shit crazy. I got one more clip.
This is
They just cut
video
off.
showing one of 3
This
shootings in
shit
a
happened
West
in
Oakland
Oakland.
neighborhood since July 4th.
I'm not
Neighbors tell
saying
me
that this
this
is
incident
connected to
took
that
place
shit. You know, I
Wednesday
actually
shortly
played this by
before
accident.
12:30 in the morning.
But since
No,
this
that's
is up
scary.
there, this
That's
happened in
real
Oakland,
scary.
yo.
It was like we were at
Dang.
war, you know, and it don't make sense, you know, it doesn't. And so far as I'm concerned, kids,
Shit,
just
that
stop.
was a rough
Just
gear
stop.
shift
It
right
ain't
there.
worth it.
You know what I mean?
Some residents suspect young people may be
Right,
responsible
right.
for
It
3
didn't.
shootings along
It
10th
didn't.
Street
It's
in a
not
span
playing.
of 2 weeks. They say the lack of security at the public housing complex in the
Yep.
area
What's up
may
with
be
Jared
attracting
Jaguar?
criminal elements.
Yes, sir. You say big ups to it.
I mean, damn. I hope
Yep.
I'm
You
not.
gotta.
I hope I'm not bewitched.
Yeah.
You know,
This is video showing one of 3
Yeah. Let
shootings
me
in a
play it now.
West
Yeah.
Oakland
Yes.
neighborhood since July 4th. Neighbors tell me this incident took place Wednesday shortly before 12:30 in the morning.
No, that's scary. That's real scary. It was like we were at war, you know, and it don't make sense, you know, it doesn't. And so far as I'm concerned, kids, stop. Just stop. It ain't worth it.
Some residents suspect young people may be responsible for 3 shootings along 10th Street in a span of 2 weeks. They say the lack of security at the public housing complex in the area may be attracting criminal elements.
So did you see it that time?
Yep. I saw it that time.
Did you hear anything about that? That was supposed to be in Oakland. You ain't hear nothing about that?
Yeah. Yep. I seen it. Yeah, I seen it.
What the fuck was that about?
Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
that
They let loose.
Was it like a gang or some shit?
Yeah. Yeah. That's the neighborhood. You feel me? That's a little situation. Yeah. You know, should be happening. But yeah, that's definitely of concern. And advocate for individuals to, we gotta give them opportunities. They can defend themselves, and they got offense.
You kind of broke up a little bit.
What'd you say?
I said you broke up a little bit at the end.
Yeah, no, I said, no, they got offense and they definitely got defense. You feel what I'm saying? So, I mean, only thing you can do is advocate for some shit.
Now it's
and
crazy.
Help.
Now look, I want to address that video that you was trying to show me the other day at the end of the stream. You know, we was pretty much tired. You know what I mean? At the end of that joint, we was burnt out. You know what I mean? Oh no, I don't know. I was.
Yep.
I was looking at some other shit, paying attention. So I want to now address this situation. So that was in Oakland. So now we're gonna come back over
Yeah.
to, you know. So
Yeah.
let me
You want to play the video?
America,
on
so
play the
keep
video.
rolling. Check
Hold
this
up.
out. I found the.
I hit that by accident. My fault.
No,
Play
not
this
that.
video.
Right.
All right. Now they saying that this girl kid right here. You know what I'm saying? Now, all right. All right. You see the picture down here at the bottom, right? Let me pause this shit. Well, it's
Mm-hmm.
probably gonna stop right there anyway. All right. So, all right. They say that this girl shot this baby, right? Now, my question is, was she holding the baby, or or they saying that she shot the baby in the stroller? Because look where the gun is
She
at,
shot the
and look
baby in
what
the stroller.
she shot the baby in the stroller.
Yep.
That's not what I seen. That's not what I'm seeing here. Look, even right there where the shit is
Yeah.
paused, I'm glad that they paused it right there like that. Look where the gun is. Look where the stroller is, and look where the gun is at. Did y'all see her shoot a stroller? I didn't see nobody shoot a stroller.
Yeah. No, she fired off more than just that one shot.
Yeah,
The
so
video is a lot longer than that.
did she shot the stroller first? Is that what they're saying?
No, I mean she fired a series of shots when that actually
One hit the
transpired. I don't
stroller.
know how many shots it.
What
Yeah,
I
yeah,
see,
yeah. They said one hit the
what I see
stroller.
like she fired at her, and she damn near dipped the fucking shot. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like that shit. Now, of course, that shit is blurred out. You know what I mean? We can't play it, without the blur on YouTube. But
Right.
that shit to me looked like she fired at her point blank range, boom, and she dipped the shit or something. Maybe she hit the baby in the leg, right? But
Yeah,
she
that's what they
was
said.
still standing there. Now they said that they left the kid. Now look, this is how fucked up the news is. The news like, oh yeah, they left the baby, right? So that would lead
Yeah.
somebody to think that the baby was just there on the scene by itself. So what they saying what happened is that both parents had warrants allegedly. So when they took the
Mhm.
child to the hospital to get treated, they left the child at the hospital because they didn't want to get locked up for their warrants. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay.
Now,
Everything has a full story to it.
this is what the news is saying. But but at that point, my question is this: okay, well, did y'all just let them slide on those warrants? Like, if y'all saying that, all right, they left because so did they come back and say, oh no, we ain't worried about the warrants. Just come get your child. We'll get you another day. Is that what happened?
Right.
They didn't
What?
divulge that part, But
Hmm.
we want people to practice discernment. You know what I'm saying? Critical thought. So that's why we make thought provoking
Right.
content. So we want you to think. Well, what happened after that?
Right.
It's not
Fact.
just happily ever after. Obviously. So all right, if these people have
Hmm.
warrants, they left the child allegedly because they had warrants. Did y'all just like say it's cool? No,
Let
just come.
grandma come pick the baby up or something. Yeah.
Somebody else come pick the kids up. What happened?
Right.
They don't give us that part of the story, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like in this video, just paying attention to detail. I don't want to keep playing it. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of like,
Right.
you know, even if it is,
Graphic in nature.
yeah, it's savagery, right?
Blurred.
But my
Right.
question is, did y'all see? Did y'all see? Please, somebody let me know, because maybe I'm fucked up. Maybe my eyesight is bad or something. Maybe I'm not
Hmm.
paying attention to detail. Did y'all see that the stroller move? Like, all right, if let's say, all right, she came up shooting, boom, 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 and the first shot hit the stroller. Did you see the stroller move from the bullet being struck, hitting the stroller? I didn't see that.
Oh, I don't know.
I didn't see nothing like that. All I saw was a
Yeah, it
silver.
might have had the brakes on. I don't
Oh man,
know. You know what I mean? Like I
but
wasn't there.
that's why I had to ask. I'm like, hold up. Did you? I didn't see no stroller get shot. I didn't even see her lower the gun to fire at the stroller. So and because the image is blurred out, I can't figure out whether she
confirm or deny.
So all right, so Pope, you seen the video without the blur?
Yeah.
Was she holding the child in her hand? Like, was she holding the child?
No, I don't remember seeing her holding the child. I remember them saying that the child was in a stroller. You feel me?
Yeah, I ain't seen
Yeah,
nobody fire.
it alludes to the child being in a stroller because it wasn't a child in the hand when she was walking up and down the situation.
Yeah, I mean, but even the shot sound added. You know what I mean? You know,
Right. But I
what
can
what?
not
All right,
confirm or deny.
what is this camera right here? What is this camera? Is this a security camera?
Oh no, a ring camera from 7 blocks away that they use to zoom in on something. I don't know. Somebody having a Zoom meeting, sitting
I mean,
there.
nice distance right there.
Put,
That's a whole one right there, and the audio is pristine.
yes. Yeah. So that's somebody's window. Yeah.
That audio is pristine. They got her even talking as she walking away. Like, fuck your baby, bitch. Right?
Yeah. Right.
That's a good. How long? How many feet you think that is right there? That grass.
Uh,
About
I
25
don't
feet.
know. Is that like a new iPhone or something like that? Is that like an advertisement for a new iPhone? Is that the Pixel? Is that
It's
what number are they on?
a hell of a camera if it's a doorbell camera because it's got rain. It got that mean that shit can pick up people whole conversations just walking down the street.
Right. Yeah. Somebody had a new. That's a new Android.
That's amazing.
The last. That's the last BlackBerry.
That's amazing. I'm not
Right.
saying that it's not possible, right? Because I don't
Mhm.
make that kind of technology, you know. So I can't tell you the range of the microphone and all that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I will if I investigate more. But
Right.
but I have to say that I'm impressed with this camera right here because it got audio, it's got range. You know what I'm saying? I'm not quite sure the angle. Saying like I guess this property needs to see would be assailants coming across the grass on some Tony Montana shit. But I don't know. I don't know what this place is. I don't know what this place is. I don't know what they do there. But I know that they invested some pretty penny in some cameras. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I hooked up cameras before too, by the way. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to say I'm an expert, but I know a thing or two about AV camera installation. So that's why I'm just kind of like honing in on that because it's like, damn, like they got some really impressive cameras out there. You know what I mean?
Well, right. They got some shit that work.
Not so much the video, right? I'm not, but the audio. The audio is, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. Am I
Top notch.
tripping? Am I tripping?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. What we got next? Yeah, because that we'll do a follow up because eventually that person gonna get found or some shit,
Oh, they got
and
locked
there'll
up.
be a backstory to that.
They locked
Oh,
her
they
up.
got locked up.
The girl name is Dominique Billups. That's what they said her name is. All right, let me go back into this slide here. Oh, let me move ahead. Hold up. All right. I just had to go through all of this shit. All right. Now look, somebody got locked up the other day, right, for threatening to
Allegedly.
motherfuckers, right, to unalive these
Well,
motherfuckers. But I'm trying to go to the part of the slide with this shit in here. So we got a couple of things to talk about here, or gloss over, right? This just like this crazy comment somebody wrote to me right here on Instagram where they said that winners are not real. It's sub-zero technology, whatever.
yeah. Wow.
You see the type of shit that I be having to deal with, man. And and I asked this dude, I'm like, well, who invented winter then? Of course, no response. Is he so did Sub-Zero invent the technology for winter? If that's what he's saying.
Yeah.
What's wrong with these people?
Sub-Zero wins.
Where do these people come from? You know what I'm saying?
Computers. Yep. They got bots and people sitting around looking at 80 screens at the same time. They show the videos.
Winter is not real. Sub-Zero technology. Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
Sub-Zero technology. Does anybody look, am I late to this equation here? Do any of y'all know anything about Sub-Zero technology? Can you fill us in? Pope, you ever heard of Sub-Zero technology?
Nope.
The invention of winter. Who invented winter?
No.
That's what I want to know. You know what I'm saying? Now, all right,
Hey,
now look
only
at
thing I know
right
about Sub-Zero is Mortal Kombat.
All right, look at this clip right here. It says devastated families of two mothers who died with herpes, allegedly caught from same surgeon, are now suing his NHS trust. All right. Well, what did they die from?
Herpes?
Yeah,
How?
herpes. Are you saying that they died from herpes?
How many people ever in recorded history has ever what? Like, I mean, how many people a year die from
I'm
in
fucked up.
advanced form?
I'm fucked up here.
You mean in real life?
Something. Hold up. Like, can you read that shit? I can't see that shit. What's this fine print say?
Hold on.
Am I tripping?
Yeah, I can't see it on this. It
Hold
says
up.
I gotta turn it sideways.
Relatives of two women who died with herpes after having C-sections with the same surgeon are bringing clinical negligence claims against the NHS trust in high court. Okay, Kimberly Sampson and Samantha Mullencath, whatever, died 6 weeks apart in 2018 at a hospital in Kent run by East Kent Hospital University NHS Foundation Trust. Miss Sampson's mother, Yvette Sampson, and Miss Malakis, who widowers Ryan Malakis, I know I'm fucking that name up, are pursuing legal challenges against the trust over alleged failures in care. All right, let me that real quick. The claim, they also claim the surgeon who cannot be named for legal reasons
What? Why?
was the source of both women's infection with herpes simplex virus.
Oh wow. What? You mean from a dentist? I mean C-section?
What did they die from?
Wow.
How did they go from telling us these people died and then start going into all of these other details to have
And they talked about the herpes. How did herpes get inside of them and it made them die? What happened there?
Well, I mean,
did I miss something? Herpes killed people?
They said, or maybe they died from the C-section, maybe.
Or the herpes? Why they mention herpes? What does herpes have to do with them dying?
Yeah, I'm confused. It says our herpes after having C-sections with the same surgeon bringing clinical. So all right, they don't suggest that they died from the C-section,
right?
But they're saying that they died. So did they die from herpes?
Oh boy, really?
Wow.
How did two different ones? And how did he give them herpes? Did he fuck them while they were on the C-section?
Well, remember the news broke that, all of these, it was like thousands of patients. We broke that story. It was thousands, 24,000 people supposed to have got herpes and I think it was something else that they got. We had to go back and check that video. It's like probably 3 videos back. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It was
Might be shingles or some shit.
Video back off of the hiatus. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right.
So yeah, whatever one that was, you gotta go back and check that. You know what I mean?
Okay. But, right.
Yeah, it's like 24,000 people had got, supposed to have, caught this and some other shit. You know what I'm saying? But
Oh, they turned it on in their neighborhood.
But this is like kind of strange here because they just is almost making. If I'm looking at this and I'm just trying to my best understanding, I'm feeling like they're alluding that these women die from herpes.
Me too.
And I don't know if you can die from herpes, but maybe can I Google that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have to investigate that. Has anybody ever died from herpes?
How can you die from herpes in a C-section? Put that. Google that. And use DuckDuckGo so you don't seem like you're involved. Hey, I'm just saying. I care about you.
Nonsense like this. Wait, I can't look it up then. Oh no, let me go in. Oh shit. Oh, I like that feature they got.
Yeah, I gotta use DuckDuckGo on everything, just so I don't get
up on Google. This video is proof there right here that I. You know what I mean?
Okay. Right. Okay.
That's just a random. Like, listen, I'm pretty sure that anybody who watched this probably Googled that. Like, yo, what the fuck? I never heard of this. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
All right. Infections are rarely fatal, but they can lead to complications that can be deadly in some cases.
So a C-section would be one of those cases, or two of those cases.
I'm gonna put it up on the screen. I'm gonna put it up on the screen. I'm gonna let me screenshot that and I'll put it up on the screen. We can look at this. That's interesting. Now, I guess maybe this was two rare cases, like back to back, you know. But I mean, it doesn't say definitively that they died from herpes, so I can't confirm or deny it. You know, but
Yeah,
it's
you're just supposed to insinuate that.
yeah, like why is that a part of that? Like, you know, and what will make me
The way
think
that
that?
it was written.
Well,
Yeah,
maybe
the way that it was written.
well, maybe something happened to their immune system, which made herpes fatal.
Oh yeah, immune systems. That's a good topic.
I don't know. I mean, well, how else would you know? How else could that happen?
Right.
I'm confused.
Yeah. Speaking of immune system.
It's rare, right?
Right.
I mean, but then
Let me
two
see.
people within 6 weeks of each other. Wouldn't that
By
like
the
trigger?
same physician.
Wouldn't that trigger? I mean, obviously it's triggered somebody's spidey sense because they made it. Somebody put it on the news, right?
Right. Well, I should put some fennel in that too. Making some tea. We're gonna have to start having tea time.
I skipped over that by accident. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Now, yeah, I skipped over something real quick. I just realized that shit, but it's cool. You know, we gotta do some Philly stories. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we did an Oakland story, we did a Philly story. We do another Philly story. You know, a good Philly story. You know what I'm saying? Ain't too many of those, right? So we're gonna get to that.
Well, we got to create them. I mean, you're a good Philly story, so you know what I mean. Can't say it ain't no good Philly stories.
I mean, like stories coming out on the media. I mean,
Right. Okay. Cause it's a couple. some people doing some shit.
What? Okay.
Whoops.
I was just slow right there. I'm like, what the fuck? They keep talking about let us know. Shit, we do let y'all know. We let y'all know. We let y'all know this shit fucking up all the time, man.
Yeah, it ain't brand new. We've been telling you.
Let us
Right.
know. Shit.
Yeah.
Giving y'all a step by step fuck up tutorial, and fixing the shit too. Like, all right, they're figuring out. Like, all right, this gonna fuck up. All right, I know how to fix this if it fuck up. Shit,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
for sure.
Why motherfuckers can watch this video and watch us troubleshoot StreamYard live.
Right. Yeah, that's all you got to do is run back the video. You're gonna see us actually
Provide
fixing what the problem is.
we provide our
Right.
own tech support for this shit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what video? What was it? Oh, it was the slide I was gonna put up. Man, I forgot what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
I'm using a cheesecloth.
So this is let me get this over here. All right, so
Mm-hmm.
this one down here is interesting. How do you say that? Sepsis?
Yeah, yeah, sepsis. That's a blood disease when you got right sepsis. Yeah,
Yeah,
and organ failure,
to sepsis
blood poison.
and organ failure.
Right. Uh-huh.
Okay, so how you say this? Neonatal herpes?
Neonatal.
Huh?
Neonatal.
Neonatal? Yeah.
Yeah.
Horse the overs?
What? Hold on.
Yeah.
The horrors of organs
Neonatal herpes.
is the highest when the mother contracts for the first time late in pregnancy. Oh, so that's when they give her the shot. That's when they give her the HSV vaccine during that part of her pregnancy, right? Is that not the correlation? Does that not go in? Yeah, contracts HSV. Yeah, they give her and the baby during the course of. Is that not how that works? Riddle me this, Batman. Does that not go together? Am I wrong?
All right,
I'm
well, look at
asking for a friend. I'm
it.
asking for a friend.
Disseminated disease.
Huh. So, okay. This variant of HSV has been 85% mortality rate without treatment, but treatments can significantly improve survival rates and reduce the risk of disabilities. Of course, because they give you a shot for some shit, so then when you got it, then they can treat it so you can live with it instead of removing it or talk about how you got it in the first place.
Well, I think it's something crafty going on with that situation because
Me too.
they saying that they're not being clear as to how these people died, right? And if they
Right.
did die from herpes, it's extremely rare, and seems like it has something to do with something that's fucking with your immune system, as I
Right.
suspected. You know what I'm
Damn. Right.
saying?
Because obviously it's an autoimmune situation that is doing it. So,
Man, Houston, we got a problem.
Hush
I,
hog, I
I,
smell
I,
a bear.
I wouldn't be surprised if they had one of those special cards, you know what I'm saying, from playing the sleeve game,
Right.
I wouldn't be
Let me see.
surprised if that's the
Got some
case.
good wormwood. Yeah, for sure.
Man,
Let me see.
you got some? I know you got some good herbs over there, right? Now,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
speaking of people with that that situation right here, there's a
Hmm.
listeria outbreak in lunch meat.
Hmm.
Saying
Really?
so they're telling people to avoid lunch meat, right?
Right.
And avoid areas where they have lunch meat because across the
You mean like supermarkets?
yeah. So
Hmm.
don't eat lunch meat and don't go places where lunch meat is. That's what they're saying. Especially,
Okay.
look, now look at this. I want you to read this right here, folks. You know,
Okay.
or what does this say right here?
Officials investigate. Let me see. Some listeria food poisoning. They're advising people who are pregnant, elderly, or have compromised immune systems to avoid eating sliced deli meat
They
unless it's
have what?
recooked at home.
They have what?
Compromised compromised immune systems to
Oh shit!
avoid eating
How would that?
sliced
How
deli
would that
meat.
happen?
Hmm. There's quite a few people that have compromised immune systems at this point.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Why would they feel the need to put that on out like that?
Hmm. Hmm.
Probably the same reason why people is allegedly dying from herpes.
Hmm. Right. Compromised immune system. Right. So herpes would be that severe that a compromised immune system would actually kill them.
You
Hmm.
know what, man? I think you're on to something, man.
Hmm.
I think you're on to something here.
That
Seems
sounds like an acquired. That sounds like an acquired immune deficiency. Hmm. You wouldn't
remember how,
just say that.
remember how we said we let the news catch up to us? We just was talking about this shit on the previous stream, and here they go today telling us this shit.
Right. Hmm.
And what are they telling us without telling us? You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
Right. Somebody got some compromised immune system, and the effects of these things are, they affect especially people with compromised immune system.
That's crafty,
That's
man.
some good ginger. Mm. And you got to get some hibiscus. There's some good shit right here.
What does that say? CDC issues warning. Why is the CDC
Uh-huh.
issuing warning about? And they're saying the deadly hysteria. So it's 2 deaths of hysteria. So one of these deaths was in New Jersey. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So that's in our area, Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying?
Mm. Right. There's a
Don't get
peppermint.
say, well, Jersey is not Philadelphia, so these trucks go all up and down I-95.
Right. Hmm.
You know what I'm
It's only
saying?
an exit away. It's only an exit away.
Yeah, and they saying that also they said up there that if you're pregnant, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I mean, honestly, when you're pregnant, they say when
Most
a woman's
vulnerable.
pregnant, she's no more closer to death when she's pregnant. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to say your immune system is compromised when you're pregnant, but I want to say you're vulnerable when you're pregnant. You know what I'm saying? That's why there's certain things you
Yeah.
should be assuming while you're pregnant. Not just for the baby,
Right.
but for you also. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
because you're giving a lot of your energy and nutrients to help create a whole nother human being. So think about it. You know what I'm saying? Your defenses are down at that point. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
that's another thing. So if you're pregnant, and I remember I used to eat hoagies and shit, right? Hoagies from
Right.
from Hog Island, right? Down there by the airport, That's where they came up with this shit, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to EBOG. He like to talk about that shit,
Okay.
the Earl sandwich, all that kind of shit, why you call sandwich a sandwich,
Hmm.
ain't got nothing to do with witches in the desert or nothing, the
Right.
Earl of sandwich, you know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, cold cuts, right? Cold cuts. Stay
Right.
away from Jones. You know what I mean? Tell somebody who I'm gonna tell y'all like somebody told me. You know what I mean? And not that
Cash
cat
rules everything.
me.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
What I was gonna say is that if you eat hoagies, invest in life insurance. Well,
Right.
and it was told to me like that. I threw the hoagie in the trash.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So yeah, not a good thing to eat, not a good thing for kids to eat. It's sad that a lot of us grew up on lunch meat. But even when you think about the whole concept of it, it's kind of nasty. You know what I'm saying? It's like that shit is like not even, man, it's not even stored properly. You know what I'm saying? When you think about it, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, unless you go to a real sandwich shop, there's a couple of spots that actually, carve it off the steak meat, you know what I mean, and get it off the real chicken, so it's only so much meat on the chicken before you got to use another one. You
Like
feel
that
what
shit.
I'm saying? The non-processed meat.
Yeah, you don't want to be eating that kind of shit, man. And
Yeah.
the lady told me straight up. She said, "Oh, you like hoagies? Oh, you should get life insurance." Damn.
Oh wow. Damn. Yep.
Yeah, that's a punch in the stomach right there. But yeah,
Yep.
but if that's not enough reason to stay away from lunch meat, then stay away from lunch meat because they got a alleged listeria outbreak. You know what I'm saying? I remember
Right.
they was listeria was on lettuce. Like a couple years ago or something.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Time is fucked up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they gonna say it's in something.
Right.
They got to keep bringing that back.
Now I wanted to point this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Um, Stolen remains of 19 black people now being cared for by Philly youth. Shout out to Philly for doing something positive. You know what I mean? Being
Okay.
in the news
Right.
for something positive and not killing. So that's why we
Uh-huh.
gotta bring this to the forefront right here. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Right. Shout out to them.
Thing is attack on black families because nobody should be stealing people's bodies for research in the first place. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
How would y'all feel if we dug up George Washington and fucking jostled his bones around and shit? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You
Right.
know, come on, man.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I'm glad they promoting this nationwide. A group of young men from Philadelphia who are part of the National Youth Foundation are stepping up to care for a beautified gravesite of stolen remains of 19 Africans.
Hmm.
Let me go to the next slide. Previously housed at the Penn Museum, which is owned by the University of Penn since 1966. You know why they
Hmm.
1966?
Right.
You know, the as above, so below. Flip that 9. I see a 6. You see a 9. What else do you see behind that? Whatever. However, right, earlier this year, the remains were given a proper final resting place in a private cemetery at the Eden Cemetery, or private ceremony at the Eden Cemetery in Collindale, Pennsylvania. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
Collin
Okay.
that far, it's like one of the outskirts of Philly. It's not really Philly. So, like, if somebody, like, all right, I'm gonna just say it this way: if somebody from Coolindale was saying that they was from Philly, people from Philly would not concur. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm just that. You know what I mean?
Mm.
But
Okay.
the remains of the deceased men and women are collectively referred to as the Black Philadelphians and were stolen by a physician named Samuel G. Morton. Morton, like mortician. Who
Mm-hmm.
in the 19th century, or like mortgage, death deal, 19th
And
century.
Morton Salt.
Right. Hater poured Morton. He's a hater who poured Morton salt on me. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
A
Mm-hmm.
hater poured Morton salt on us and took these black people.
Mm-hmm.
Got a and then Morton, who in earlier in the 19th century decided to use their remains for his horrible pseudoscientific eugenics research.
Wow.
Wow.
Hmm.
Right. Words on my mouth. What the fuck? Morton and his cohorts unethically
Cohorts.
stole remains in his cohorts. Right? That means his
Wow.
goons.
Yeah. Yeah. They say cohorts. Like, damn. You just.
Him and his
Yeah.
goons,
They didn't even
right?
say it. Yeah. He didn't even say his
Uh,
colleagues, his scientists, his fellow
goons,
scientists.
right? Sam and his goons unethically stole the remains of the
Hmm.
house and housed them at the Academy of Natural Science. Look, these are some corporate.
Whoa.
Housed him at the Academy of Natural Science where he served as president.
Hmm.
And I bet he claimed he ain't had nothing to do with it. However, the remains have been buried with dignity in the National Youth Foundation, the I Matter Project. I Matter Project.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Does
And
he matter? They matter.
let me see the rest of this. Collaborated for the youth beautification and education invitation. Innovative. This shit is like grayed out and shit at the bottom. More than 50 people planted flowers. Can't see the rest of that. Damn.
Yep. Local community, see full page. Push a button and shit.
Well, yeah, that's it was more of the article, but I guess y'all can research if you want to see the rest of that article. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. They make you, get a subscription.
Yeah, we had to give light to that because Philly always getting bad rap in the news. You know what I'm saying? And people just love the people, especially people who not from Philly. They love to talk about Philly. You know what I'm saying? And they just make it seem like nothing good happens here. But this is here it is. For the peanut gallery in the back. That always got that's always running down to Kensington and videotaping the worst of us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Make sure you help them people while you're down there too. You know what I mean?
Right. Don't just leave and just get footage.
Putting cameras all in their face and shit. Like, make sure you feeding them something. You know what I'm saying? Helping them some resources. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Motherfuckers going down there.
They need
those virtue signaling. You know what I'm saying? I seen they had Meatball down there doing some community service, right? You know what I'm saying? They handed out, they handed out fried chicken and all other kind of unhealthy shit that got motherfuckers fucked up in the first place, right? Shit. We seen that clone Tyrone. The shit they was putting in the chicken. You know what I mean?
Right.
Shit they were putting in chicken.
Hey,
that's a legend. Come on, all right. All right.
Oh yeah.
I gotta check something out real quick. You got any clips that you want to throw up? Have at it. Because I gotta check the temperature on this shit right here.
You see what's going on? Yeah, I mean, there was a few things that was going on. Like,
I forgot to play this video clip right here. In regards to this situation.
Morning, good to see you. You are coming on the air right now with breaking news: a massive global technical outage tied to CrowdStrike, which is a major cybersecurity provider, has knocked critical computer infrastructure offline all across the country and, in fact, all around the world. It's an issue with a software update. It's impacting lots and lots of Microsoft computer systems worldwide, from businesses to emergency services, 911, traffic lights, transit systems, and it's having a major impact on airlines as well. American, Delta, United, they're all keeping their flights grounded. You're looking at some live scenes from the airport. It is chaos again, 6 a.m. on the East Coast, and this is the scene now. They're having difficulty even printing any kind of boarding passes. This, of course, is a developing situation. The full scope of this problem remains to be seen. And Brian, as we get started right here in Studio 1A, we should point out computers at NBC News right here.
Hey, did you know whose computers wasn't affected? Southwest. You know why their computers wasn't affected? Because they didn't get the last update. They still was using Windows 3.0, and because they had the old software, their computers wasn't even affected, so they still had flights. Okay. Imagine that.
Well, allegedly, Microsoft got their Windows tinted by CrowdStrike. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
What kind of name is CrowdStrike? Y'all sound like it.
Yeah, you got to stop having companies with that name.
They sound like they did what they trying to stop from happening.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
CrowdStrike. Like, why do so many companies invest in just that one company though? Why does that happen?
All right. Like, let's say I had a security company called Total Failure. How many?
You're gonna get hella customers. That nigga like Total Failure 101.
Total Failure Industries right here. Like, imagine a ad for Total Failure Industries.
First day lost. Yeah.
I don't think I would get much business with a name like Total Failure.
But you'd be competing with Complete Failure.
So
That's your sister company.
So an internet security company decided to name themselves CrowdStrike.
Right.
Wow. Why is that name CrowdStrike just
strike you?
Why is that like a splinter in my mind? Because that feels like there's something to that. Why, CrowdStrike. I might have to dig on that. You know what I mean?
You know what that company? You know what they did before they did had that happen? They were the ones who were in charge of investigating the Russia conspiracy. That's the same company. They got paid to investigate Trump on the Russian shit.
Now, my question is this: does this CrowdStrike situation have anything to do with the deletion of medical records in the past 4 years?
Huh. Yeah,
Medical records
definitely alludes to that.
Right? Don't you play that clip that you got? Yeah, because we making sense of this here. Let's do a timeline. Okay, this was the 19th.
Yeah. All right.
And we need to know the dates if possible. Do you know if that's a video or is that like a?
Yeah, that was the first day it happened.
Update that has managed to shut down air travel, credit card payment systems, banks, broadcast, street lights, 911, emergency around the globe. Why is there not some kind of redundancy or some sort of backup? How is it that one single software bug can have such a profound and immediate impact?
Well, when you look at the complexity of cybersecurity, you're always trying to stay one step ahead of the adversaries. Excuse me. Man, just 1 second, please.
Yep.
Oh yeah, take a drink of water.
Yeah, sorry.
Sure.
They always put glass of water on the table for liars. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Liar's cup. When you see interviews and shit, and then you see that fresh cup of water, that's for that motherfucker story straight. They're like, yeah. Motherfuckers get real thirsty when they start lying. You ever notice that?
Right. They throat get real dry.
Because your soul don't even want to let that shit out. It's like, no, don't say that. You know what I'm saying?
Don't say that. Don't do that.
Remember that movie Liar Liar where the motherfucker couldn't lie? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like your soul doesn't want to lie. And when your mind convinces the rest of you to lie, you see it's a tug of war with yourself. Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes. Look at them beady white devil eyes. That's from Tropic Thunder. Don't kill me for that, YouTube. They'll probably hit me with a copyright strike for that, right?
You did a good job. You copied it correctly.
But he looked like he couldn't even get that shit out.
Right. Yeah. That was the day of.
Now, for the people who's saying, now I wanted you to play that other clip where they talk about the medical records missing.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. All right.
But it's in sequence too, so it's cool. You know what I mean?
Right.
because this is what we're talking about here.
Right.
This dude. Now, all right, let's put it in a better context. All right, you may not be interested in what he's talking about, right? You might not have any emotional investment stake in what he's saying whatsoever. So you might find what he's saying more believable based upon that premises. You know what I'm saying? But all right, now let's flip the script a little bit here. Let's say that this guy was talking to you about your paycheck. Look at his face right now. Now, and envision him as your employer. Somebody on the staff. This is a part of payroll or something, right?
Right.
and when we're asking him about our check. Now play the video again. Now with that in our mind, look at his face then and picture him talking to you about your paycheck, about why the money ain't right. Now tell me what you would think. if you think that
according to your statement, it was a single content update that has managed to shut down air travel, credit card payment systems, banks, broadcasts, street lights, 911, emergency around the globe. Why is there not some kind of redundancy or some sort of backup? How is it that one single software bug can have such a profound and immediate impact?
Well, when you look at the complexity of cyber,
you like where my money at, Jerry? I've been working all week. I need my bread. This is his response.
Woo. Yes.
Good morning. Good to see you. You are coming on the air right now.
All right, I fucked it up. My fault. See, I was doing too much. I'm like the DJ at the Jamaican spot. You know what I mean? Doing too much.
The adversaries. Excuse me. Man, just 1 second, please.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, take it.
Jerry. No.
Excuse me. One step ahead of the adversaries. Excuse me. Man, just 1 second.
How you just get? Oh, you was cool. You was cool that whole time. As soon as they.
Well, when you look at the complexity of cybersecurity, you're always trying to stay one step ahead of the adversaries. Excuse me. Man, just 1 second, please.
One step ahead.
Oh yeah, take a drink of water.
Yeah, sorry.
Sure.
I maybe he was a bot or something. Maybe they start fucking with his signal when he start talking or something. Because this sleeve start rolling up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But now play the other clip. I want you to play the other clip where the medical records is disappearing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, when did that happen? Is that recently? Is that alongside this?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I remember when Instagram, I don't know, you probably don't remember this, but I'm gonna wait.
Over the last 3 years, we have together talked about a lot of issues. We have talked about masks and modeling. We have talked about lockdowns and social distancing. We have talked about vaccines and mandates. We have talked about parental rights and a whole lot of other things, including natural immunity, herd immunity, and what happened in nursing homes. Those issues will continue to be discussed, as well they should. But I need to sound the alarm. I read medical journals all the time, and 2 articles that had an odd connection over the last week came across my desk. First, Chris Mazzolini, editorial director of Medical Economics, has an article about a book written by Wendy Dean, a physician, who talks about physician moral injury. You might ask yourself, what does that mean? Dr. Wendy Dean says that moral injury is this sense of feeling as if you're betrayed by somebody in a position of authority in a high-stakes situation. And that situation causes you to transgress your deeply held moral beliefs and expectations. And in medicine, those beliefs and expectations are the oaths that we took to put our patients first. This is what's happening to physicians. When we feel that people in authority who we thought had our back and were doing the right thing, that they controlled us and didn't perform. And that caused us to potentially compromise our commitment to our patients. That has happened across the land, across the globe. Let's turn to the second article. An article in Jazz Shaw called "The Medical Field is Erasing Its Own COVID-Era History." Here's what it says. Pfizer and the rest of the big pharma companies assured the government that everything was just fine with the vaccines because they had been doing super serious testing. And the government dutifully reported the cheerful news to us, while using all of that data to impose lockdowns, mask mandates, and immunity passport systems. And now, according to one group that tracks publications in scientific journals, a lot of the original research and test results are mysteriously disappearing. More than 300 papers and scientific articles have vanished in the past year. We have to be on red alert. What we're seeing is potentially substandard medical publications used to push forward, promote a narrative, and squash all other narratives. And now that some of the dust is settling, we're seeing these articles withdrawn, disappearing. You won't find them potentially on internet. This is problematic. We knew during the pandemic that several specific instances occurred where high-quality journals, such as Lancet, the New England Journal of Medicine, published articles that a short time later required a retraction or a revision or a redaction. We're seeing this happen in spades now. We're seeing 300 plus articles disappearing. And I think you and I both know why. In many situations, it was shoddy research. It was shoddy analysis. It wasn't peer-reviewed. Or the conclusions drawn from the data were clearly spurious. And we asked the question, was this born of a nefarious agenda? My friends, I don't remember any time in my 40 years of medical history where in a short span of time, journal articles in the hundreds and hundreds were disappearing. This feels like people are covering their tracks, and we need to pay attention. When medical journals that were used at one time to push a narrative and squash another narrative are now disappearing, my profession has a big problem. Hi, Dr. Scott.
And you know what? And I'm gonna be honest too. I can't confirm or deny this either. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm getting this vibe like, why am I getting the vibe like somebody is trying to like sell me that they are a doctor? You know what I'm saying?
That they're what?
Not a doctor, because I don't know who this guy is. I'm just saying, you know, me as a viewer looking at this, I would be thinking that maybe possibly that this dude might not be a doctor and he's trying to tell me that, you know what I mean, he got the white coat on and shit. Only thing he missing is the stethoscope and the pocket protector. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how like on the commercials and they be having a doctor and the dude not really a doctor, he's just an actor.
I'm not a doctor, but I play one on TV.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm not now, you know, just for all intents and purposes, I'm not saying that this is the case here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
and we're also not giving medical advice either while we're at it.
Not giving medical advice either. Right.
While we're at it.
But I thought of this because I wanted to try to get a timestamp on when this was happening. So, all right, when you saw this video, I'm assuming this was a recently posted video, right?
Yeah, today.
Today. So this was today.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if this is from, you know what I'm saying? But if it is from today or yesterday, right? Then that does make me think that, you know, if this video is in fact, you know, true and official from a doctor and he's really saying these things, that does make that, well, Microsoft put out an update, fucked up all the shit. Medical records are disappearing.
Right on time.
What a coincidence. So,
Right.
I want to try to timestamp this video. If anybody can help us do that, you know what I'm saying? That would be greatly obliged. You know what I'm saying? Send you a box of cookies or something. You know what I mean?
Right. Yep. We'll
A
send you a
box,
T-shirt.
you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
but if you can help us with that, that would be great. You know what I mean? Who is this guy? Is he an actual doctor? I'm seeing down here it says that this is Dr. Scott. What does that say, Pope? Scott Gents?
Okay. I'll go with that.
I'm
Is
trying
that
to
Scott Gents? Okay, let me see.
Scott Gents? Yeah, Scott Gents. Dr. Scott Gents. So does it look like he might be on the green screen also? You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
that's what I'm saying. Just looking at it with a detective eye, like we I encourage
Always
people to do.
do.
You know what I'm saying? It looked like he on a green screen. Now, just because he's on a green screen doesn't mean he's a real isn't a real doctor. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people in a lot of different professions use green screen, Zoom chat, all of these things. So,
Right.
Again, just cutting through the matrix as we will. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
Mm-hmm.
Is he a real doctor? I guess we can look him up real quick. Let me see. Dr. Scott Gents.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, where did you get this video from, Pope?
Twitter.
Am I spelling it right? JENSE?
Mm-hmm.
JENSE?
Let me look. Jensen. Scott Jensen.
JENSEN.
And yeah, try that.
Okay, Dr. Scott Jensen. All right. Well, yeah. I mean, let's put him up on the screen. Let's put him up on the screen. Y'all judge for yourself. See, we using the virus as the antidote. You know what I'm saying? They give us all of this shit for omnipotence and surveillance and mindless distraction, right?
Right.
But we using that shit to deprogram the masses and drop truth bombs on the infrastructure of ignorance.
Fact. Mm-hmm. Yep.
So while we still got electricity, let's get this shit off.
Right. Exactly. Let's put these facts together. Put this truth out here, so we have know to use discernment when addressing these things.
All right. So they said his name is Dr. Scott Jensen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is he a real doctor? Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's the question. Is he or ain't he? Right.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Dr. Scott Jensen, former
Mm-hmm.
member of Minnesota Senate State. So he's in the politics also.
Mm-hmm.
Scott M. Jensen is an American physician and politician, a member of the Republican Party. He was a member of Minnesota State from 2017 to 2021. My fault. He was sound like I was about to start lying, right? he was he was a Republican nominee for governor of Minnesota in 2022 election. All right, so goes on to say he was born in Minnesota. So all right, for the most part, that looks like him, right?
Yep.
That's
Looks
him, right?
valid. Yep.
So he's a real doctor. You know what I mean? We're not even gonna play with that no more. We played with that enough. All right, so he's a real doctor, right? So all right, so and that's the thing that we needed. We needed to see if he was a real doctor, so we can make the following statement. So if he's a real doctor, then other doctors would have to acknowledge what he's saying.
Right.
If he's not a real doctor, they can just say, "Oh, that's fake news."
Mm-hmm.
But if you have a real actual doctor, making these accusations, then somebody's going to have to respond, right?
Mm-hmm.
So all right. With that said, this seemingly is relatively new. You know what I'm saying? Because we haven't heard a response, or at least I haven't heard of this. If anybody else has heard of this, let us know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But he's making accusations of documents being deleted, hundreds of documents being deleted. You know what I'm saying? So, just like Dave Chappelle said, sometimes, we connect dots that, that don't always get to be connected. We paraphrase it, right? Because that's not actually what he said. Whatever. But you get the gist of what we're saying. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That some things are out on the periphery, and you actually have to reach a little. I know that has a bad connotation nowadays, but you actually have to put effort into things nowadays. So yes, reach is like reach. We might as well call it reach search. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when we do our reach search, when we reach and search for the truth, right? Then we find things, right?
Mm-hmm.
So are you trying to trying to dismiss me for the attempt, or are you saying that I'm going too far? Because when I look at it that way, it almost makes it seem like you just trying to clown me for just even attempting to go beyond what we're told.
Right, and to look into something.
Like, oh man, you reaching, man. You just supposed to just accept what you told. You're wrong for. That's kind of
face value.
You know what I'm saying? When I look at it from a perspective, you know what I mean? But when we do our research, right? We're gonna have to get some merchandise and get that on a shirt. Reach search, hashtag reach search. When we do our research, we see that this dude on this video is the actual doctor, right?
Right.
And of course the employment of the green screen doesn't invalidate him. It just means that he wasn't where he was projecting to be. Should the news use green screens?
Right. All the time.
It's say, you know what I'm saying? Remember that phrase, go figure?
Mm-hmm. Go figure. Imagine that. That was a newer version.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
The newer generation.
But the question is this: the question that we're saying is, does one have anything to do with the other?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This seems to be in the same timeline. We're still not 100% sure about that.
Right.
But one has something to do with the other. That's the question. Documents being deleted. Microsoft update fucking up shit. Look, as we say, accidentally on purpose.
Right. Because because they actually did use a lot of documents in order to push a narrative, in order to lock down a bunch of shit, in order to do a bunch of shit. So when this update or when this other thing happens to subside, then the research is going to go into looking for these things to see if they are in fact available still. Because I happen to find quite a few places where those documents reside, and places where some of these research things have been. And
because one thing that I just want to say this. I want you to continue. one thing that we can equate from this is that this is not Cyber Polygon, not by any means. So
Right.
this is not what they rehearsed. This is not Cyber Polygon. This is not what Klaus Schwab was talking about. You know, this is something else. So we can at least equate that, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, these people have people have gone in and researched what being said in order for these laws and rules to be passed. And, you know, in order to get these things out there, and people are taking that shit down because, you know, people are calling that shit out when they're going to do research, when they're talking about moving forward and lessons learned from these experiences. Every single side effect that happened from the first time they injected somebody is all journal entry for these doctors and scientists and things. All of that stuff is available. It wasn't a time when they didn't know what was going on, because each one of these strands of each one of those things, if you punch it in the computer, if you duck go what the actual breakdown of these in particular strands are, it has a background, and it also has some research that was done on it. And you're going to see that the research actually came out before the virus did. You understand what I'm saying? And these
I just want to say for the record, I don't acknowledge that word that you used, injected. I don't acknowledge that word.
Yeah.
What
For sure.
I will acknowledge is installation or
Installation. Yeah.
installation or insulation.
Right. So, you know, with that in mind, as we moving right along, you know what I'm saying? These things that are on there, it has, you know, projected. You know, the research has been done, and so they're having to actually move those documents into another place where they're not available to everyone. Only certain levels of scientists and other people are going to have access to those documents, because people were being able to pull these documents up and use them in defense and in offense, in speaking about that these people had heads up knowledge to the availability or what the side effects or side dishes to this main meal or this installation that happened. So the disappearance of all of these things, it's actually, you know, there's no such thing as getting, you know, things that disappear on the internet. It just happens to go to another cloud or another place where, you know, people don't have access to it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing disappears. Nothing can be scrubbed because somebody has a copy of it somewhere. You know what I'm talking about? So that's pretty much what's happening and what has been happening, because no longer, like some of the other things that I've seen in my you know, emails and other things that get passed down, they have to where the, you know, people's information, like your, you know, the HIPAA laws, which are the, you know, they can't share private information with each other. Some of those aggregates or some of the things that they use to hide the identity of people are starting to come down, because people have been installed, they've had installations with things that can personally identify you, be it, you know, devices that detect those type of things. So they're actually putting that in a database to, you know, hone in on every single thing that has happened with you and things that are going to happen with you moving forward. You know, and people's access and availability, those things are no longer going to be available to the public, because, you know, they start putting it in levels in which, you know, you got to be a certain you know, a certain kind of doctor to access it. You know, sort of like how they did back with Blackberries and things like that. You got to have enterprise level, you know, access in order to get these things. That's just my observation. Yeah.
Right.
What's going on? Y'all tuning in?
I concur.
Right. As you can see, what's up with y'all tuning in? Philadelphia, California. We almost 2:15 into it. Know you got some. I know you got some Philly work for it.
Well, you know, we doing it. We did it.
We doing it. We did it. It's done. For sure. But yeah, in that, boy, I tell you.
Back in the room and shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. One thing I can say for the future, when we working on this um cleansing and detoxing, that motherfucking wormwood is no joke.
Oh
That
man.
that shit make you chew something. You got to add all kind of regular honey. Don't just get it. Bitter is but a word. It is offensively.
All right, so
Yeah.
what the hell this is? I got a clip right here that slipped through the cracks, and I'm trying to
Oh.
figure out what the hell this is. What is this? Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So I had to figure out what that shit was real quick. All right. So trying to figure out how to switch gears here. So let me see what this other clip is. Okay, this is like some old school Trump shit. All right, all right. So okay, so all right. We're gonna switch gears here a little bit. You know what I mean? So how can I introduce this? All right. So the other day we was talking. Remember? I don't know if this was on the stream, but I know we was talking, and we was talking about the comment that that was made about black jobs. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Now, of course, you know, a couple months ago, you know, we was talking about, you know, yesterday we were talking about the secret invasion shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was, we
Yeah.
did that
Mm-hmm.
yesterday. So we talking about the secret invasion shit, you know, all of that. So we're gonna follow up, you know, with a statement that was made in regards to jobs. You know what I'm saying? Now the thing was that, you know, the exchange between your man Trump and the Joint Operation Environment Biden U.S. some time, aka Robotus, aka Slow Biden. You know what I'm saying? He has
Mm-hmm.
something about black jobs, right? And we was talking, you know, months ago about how, like, you know, they done with ninjas, right? La La Land is closed, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, in regards to the La La Land, side note, Disneyland is talking about going on strike over there in California. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the people
Okay.
paid right, and they talking about going on strike. And, you know, it's almost like the Airmart situation, like where Airmart went on strike over here, and the venue was like, all right, we just gonna bring some other people in. You know what I'm saying? So
Right. Because they unionized.
so and we know what kind of people those people could possibly be, you know, given the secret invasion type shit we've seen. So Disneyland is saying that, you know, they got a trick up their sleeve. Don't worry, if these people decide to go on strike, we still gonna be open, right? So I wouldn't be surprised
Mm-hmm.
if you see people who probably won't be speaking much. You know what I'm saying? I'll just say that. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
you
they
know,
lose their speaking parts.
argument about we was talking about how they done with ninjas and all that, and you know you know they'll, if you don't want to get an installation, they'll bring somebody else in to do your job, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
You know, and I
So
remember
somebody that already has.
I was talking to remember I was talking to you, you know, off record about working at a company and training replacements inadvertently, not knowing it. That, you know what I'm saying? And that
Right.
it split my salary amongst these two people who had just got here. If you know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? And they
Right.
fired. But in that I would say that 2 week period, right? And it take you like 2 weeks to get settled into a new job. So in that 2 week period, they had me like, training these dudes, getting them to learn, little bits of English and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Next thing I know, I was out of there. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
the argument was about, people coming in from other places, of course, Diddy bopping across, imaginary lines, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? But that shit ain't cool, whether it's imaginary or, contemporary. but
Right.
but but the shit ain't cool. You know what I mean? Because the reason why is because they doing this secret invasion type shit, and it could be for more nefarious purposes. But that's a whole nother can of worms. But I'm trying to build up to introduce this clip here. So Debo stall him out. But
Mm-hmm.
but what I'm saying is that, all right, there was an argument about black jobs, and that made people think about, well, what is a black job? Like, there was like a spin on like what Trump was saying about people coming in and taking the black jobs away, right? And of
Right.
course, saying like he's a racist and all that, and I don't know, dude, so I can't say he is or he ain't, but I do know that black people used to fuck with him, and he seemed to like at least perceivably fuck with them back. And then when he
Yep.
ran for
Over
president,
300 songs.
all these black people just was like, he's a racist, and it's like, all right, but y'all was cool with him like a couple years ago. So did he just become a racist like then, or what? Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And again, I'm not saying he isn't. I'm not saying, but I'm just saying, a lot of people did a 180 who was fucking with Trump. A lot of ninjas was fucking with Trump. You know what I'm saying? Back in the routes. So I don't. But they stapled that kind of racist shit on him. So when he said the shit about black jobs, everybody, that it was easily spinnable as like, he's saying some racist shit. What do you mean black jobs? Or black people they don't want Trump don't want black people to have white jobs, shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? And it's like, all right, now listen, I'm with you to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing. It's like, all right, the reason why it's like kind of crazy is that, you got your man Joint Operation Environment buying the U.S. some time, aka Robotus, aka Slow Biden. You got that dude in there, and he's one of the racist dudes in politics. Not just in the president, but in politics. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Yep. Should we play that again?
yeah, we be playing them clips and to remind y'all of the outlandish things this dude said. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And has the audacity to call black people and invalidate their blackness if they don't vote for him, right?
Yeah. Right.
Not racist. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So this is
Yep.
not an argument to defend Trump or nothing like that. But it's like, all right, it's just amazing how people can ignore, all kind of bigotry from this dude who y'all did the electric slide for in the street. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he turned around and don't
Mm-hmm.
get nothing. And now everybody is
Right.
saying, yo, he need to just step out because he's too old. Like he just started making gaffes at the debate. He's been making gaffes for 4 years. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
You've been
this dude,
making gas of black people for 4 years.
this dude is probably scared of steps at this point. You know what I'm saying? he sees scared steps and gets scared, like, because he might fall.
You need an escalator. Yeah, you
Right.
need an escalator. Yep.
So it's
Nigga,
like,
like on Gremlins or on Silver Bullet.
but your man, he made a comment that, of course, because people, I like to play favorites and shit, went over people's heads and shit. So I'm gonna play this
Mm-hmm.
shit real quick, and you tell me what this means to you right here. You know what I mean? So let me get back in the room, and so I can play this clip, because you know they kick you out the room after like 30 seconds. You know what I mean? I was doing too much again. You know what I mean? So let me get the mic off. I was doing too much again. All right, so this is your man right here. This y'all man.
The reason I was able to stay sequestered in my home is because some black woman was able to stack the grocery shelf.
Did y'all hear what he said? Say it again. Let's play it again.
The reason I was able to stay sequestered in my home is because some black woman was able to stack the grocery shelf.
Some black
woman. Yeah, slaves. Huh?
The reason I was able to stay sequestered in my home is because some black woman was able to stack the grocery shelf.
Oh wow, he didn't even know her name. He didn't even know her name. He said some black woman.
But
he was so far removed.
He's throwing out racist blanket statements like, all right, some black woman stacked the grocery shelf. I know, like, all right, it's the same way how like they put black dolls in Family Dollar because it's like, all right, yeah, black people shop here because they're poor. You know what I'm saying? You know, so it's like you assuming that a stock job, a black woman is doing it, right? And he's so out of touch and fake and trying to show fake concern for black people that you don't even realize that you're saying something racist. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like you trying. This is like progressive racist. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't say now. All right, look, let's play around a little bit right here. Imagine if the statement was, the reason why I was able to stay sequestered in my home was because some black guy stocked the you know what I'm saying? How does that sound? How does that sound, Pope?
Yeah, that sounds a little.
Guy, how would that come across to you?
Yeah, that would come across a little tainted, like, you know, so you had some kind of butler or some shit at your house,
right?
That you had.
Feel the need to slap him. If he said that in certain places, he might not get out of there. You know what I'm saying? If he made a statement like, yeah, I was able to stay in the crib because some black guy stocked the shelves, right?
Right.
But see, that was fine-tuned progressive racism, right? It's like, all right, let's say it was a black woman. You know, he didn't, and look, not a black girl. Like, oh yeah, some black girl did it, right? Or he pulled a Don Imus and shit. Yeah, some nappy-headed hoes did it. He's not going. That's not going to strike the chord he's trying to get, right? So it's like, all right, how does one thing we always say is that? Well, one thing I always said is that, you know, these people are the masters of wrapping an insult in a compliment and gifting it to you. You know what I'm saying? So here's a compliment, right? And you're like, oh, that was a nice compliment. You're so nice. And you take it home and unwrap it, and it's an insult.
It said, fuck you. Yeah, it just said, fuck you. Like, fuck.
You can't respond back because you're all the way home and he gone and off.
Laughing, you know, snickering as he left.
You know, or you're so beautiful for a black girl. You know, this is one of those type of comments. You know what I'm saying?
What does that mean?
Fine tuned. You know, if I say a black woman, it sounds like see how when you say a black woman, that sounds you know
desensitizing.
You know what I'm saying? So he says, yeah, a black woman stocked the shelf. And that's supposed to be like you know what I'm saying? Why he ain't say some white woman should stock the shelf?
Yeah. Like his mom or somebody. You ain't got somebody else doing that shit. That mean you have some kind of privilege. I mean that your family members wasn't stocking the shelves at your establishment.
Is he suggesting
alluding?
that don't stock shelves?
Right. Is he alluding?
A lot of
that his family had it?
There's a lot of white people out there working in stock. You know what I mean? How many white people do he got in stock?
Damn. Or he just looking at people like stock. Oh, damn. Chattel, stock. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. Damn it.
Send that black
Damn,
girl.
stock. Okay. Oh,
Hey,
you had him in stock.
where the white people at? Well, my question is to Joe. Where the white people at in the store? Where they were working at?
Right. Because I don't think he was talking about a store. I think he talking about at the house.
Like, you know what I mean?
I'm
Where they
thinking.
at? Administrative office or
Yeah.
something? Because all right, that's the same shit they this, and that's why like you gotta watch these dudes because these motherfuckers is literally agents of the shield out here that be caping for this dude, and you be trying to like twist people words and shit because we just literally did what the fuck y'all do with the orange motherfucker. And again, not defending
Right.
him, but just pointing out the people who's caught up in the rapture, as they say. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Show how
Anita
these
Baker.
is gaslighting you and manipulating you, and they turn a blind eye to the shit that this motherfucker said. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like that. This is crazy right here. Like here's some black girl stock the fuck out of here, pussy.
Yeah, the only thing he's talking about is some slave person doing that shit.
Right.
You had housekeepers
Same
while
dude.
other people had to. Yeah.
This is the same dude that said we don't need another ninja mayor. We don't need no
Hold
more.
on. Let's play what he said. Yeah.
We don't need no more ninja big shots. That's what your man Joint Operation said. Joint
And what
Operation.
else did he say? And what else did he say? What else did he say about black folks?
Yeah, he said they're predators. You know what I'm saying? We played the clip
Hmm?
for y'all back to back, and it's like, all right, I'm putting
Yeah.
hopefully y'all seen that clip, prior to us posting it. We just hope that it was like a reiteration or a re-verification, or a
Yeah.
reminder
You got it.
of
Uh-huh.
something that you need to pay attention to. You know what I'm saying? And we're not even talking to you about you voting or not voting, right? Only people who got the right to complain is the people who didn't vote. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't sign up for this bullshit. When y'all vote for motherfuckers and y'all make a wish, right? You make a wish
Right.
for this person and literally make a wish for this person at the poll, and
It don't happen.
who you wish for becomes the pressing dent, right? And if
Mm-hmm.
if if he becomes that, then whatever they do or not do or fuck up after that is y'all motherfuckers' fault. Don't see how people try to flip the shit on you. Oh, it's you can't complain because you didn't vote. Bullshit. You voted for that motherfucker. If I said to
And bad shit.
listen, look, if I said to you, yo, can my cousin come and stay at your house and you agreed to it, right? And I sent
Right.
my cousin to your house and he fucked your house up. Who you gonna blame?
Yep.
Is it your fault?
Mm-hmm.
Is it your fault? Because you didn't ask for that motherfucker to come there. It's not. Can I say that to you? Well, it's your fault because you should have. You should have voted.
Yeah.
I didn't ask for this
Yep.
motherfucker to come here. You brought this motherfucker to me.
Yep.
You
So you should be
vouch.
responsible for him.
You vouch for him. And see, the thing is, when you vote, you vouch. You're vouching for somebody. Y'all vouch for this dude. So whatever he did,
Right.
you know what a voucher is, right? When you take care of the
Mm-hmm.
bill, you know what I'm saying? When you make sure that shit is right. So y'all did this. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do this. I ain't had nothing to
Yep.
do with this. I didn't vote for
Right.
nobody. I didn't make a wish for nobody.
Nope.
So
Not at all.
y'all made a wish and y'all did an electric slide in the street, and now motherfuckers fucked up that ain't had nothing to do with it. I feel like policies, and this is how they should be. The policies and shit that these motherfuckers put forth should only affect the motherfuckers that voted for them.
That voted for him. Yep.
Affect me and you know what I'm saying? Let's say I want to be on somebody else's policy. I'm still on that policy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Look, the phone company can charge you if you don't update your bill, and you could be having some plan from fucking 2000 and some shit where you getting charged,
Grandfather. Yeah.
and they
Right.
ain't they not gonna update your plan for you. You gotta go and update that plan. So all right,
Yeah.
well,
I'm grandfathered in.
let me get that kind of America. I want to be on that plan. Well, I'm on the old plan. I'm not updating.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just like how you said Southwest didn't do the update. I don't want that update.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Oh, that the Biden administration. I don't want that update. I want
Nope.
my
I'm good.
$1.70, you know, or
Right.
whatever. You know, shit. I want some
Right.
old. I want my shit to be 60 cents. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
on.
Right.
Can I
I'm
select
on the time. Right.
can I select the policies of the previous administration to reflect in
Yep.
my life? Can we do that?
Yep. That's
Nope.
what Make America Great Again should be.
That was
You should be able to select what time you want to be in.
policy. If y'all look, I don't give a fuck who y'all bringing there. Look, let me get back some better policies for me. You know what I'm saying? If
Right.
any, right? Because you know when you black, you know what I'm saying. But come
Well,
on, man.
never a good year.
Right? Come on, man. This dude right is out of pocket for even saying this, but he's the gas machine. But see, like and even when him being the gas machine, right? It makes me wonder, like, well, the things that he does gaff about, right? All of the gaffes that we see, it's like controlled gaffes because they only ring the alarm about the gaffes that they want you to be concerned about.
Right.
They don't ring the
Not
alarm
every single
about
one of
all,
them.
like, all right,
Right.
you would think from the position that they taken, like this fake concern, you would think that they would be concerned about each and every gaff, right? Because
Right.
ever since that debate, it's like, basically they've been hunting for gaffes on this dude, right? You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
But
But
not the
it's
previous.
selective outrage. Like Chris Rock
Right.
said, they got selective outrage. Some of these gaffes you want to twiddle your thumbs and look the other way and say, hey, look at this rap battle over here, or some shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But
Michael
all right,
Jackson house for sale.
with certain gaffes, y'all make official statements about.
Right. Right. Ones that get past the social media.
How come
Ones
y'all
that make it that far.
How come y'all wasn't concerned when he read the teleprompter and read the cues and all that shit?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How come y'all wasn't concerned
Say
when
goodnight.
right? How
Yeah.
come y'all wasn't concerned when
Say goodnight.
he talk about popping somebody's wife and shit? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. When you're about to kiss that person's wife.
Yeah. Open mics around this dude is like landmines. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You don't want to hot mic that dude.
What about when he the house had the right roof on it? What did he mean by that?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yep.
selective outrage. You know what I'm saying? They act like he didn't say this and didn't say that. But but now y'all concerned about his mental capacity. Just like in designated
No.
survivor, just like in
Yeah. We're concerned.
the 25th
Yeah.
Amendment, just like the boys and the House of Cards and whatever, all other little shit that y'all hint at. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? This dude crazy. Listen
Interesting too is the reason I was able to stay sequestered in my home is because some black woman was able to stack the grocery shelf.
Wow. Wow. Mm-mm. Some black woman was able to stack the grocery shelf, and we supposed I was supposed to clap. I was supposed to clap for that
Mm-hmm.
monumental statement right there. Was that a profound statement that he just made?
Mm-hmm. To them it was. They worked on that. Somebody wrote that for him. Somebody wrote that. He didn't do that.
Yo, I'm telling you,
That
it's
wasn't
fine.
on his own accord.
That shit was fine-tuned racism. Don't say
Mm-hmm.
black. Say a black woman. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? It's so stoic and heroic.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck out of
It's all a game.
Yo, man, listen, man. You gotta train your eyes like a hunter in the wild, man, and pay attention to detail so you can see through the bullshit. You know what I mean?
Right. Mm-hmm. Right. So as we moving,
Yo,
as we
look,
shifting.
that got DS'd out. You know, what's that? What's that? Nintendo DS. Remember the Nintendo DS?
Dual screen, yeah.
Oh, I guess that's what it's called. I don't know, but you know,
Yeah, DS.
DS. You know, the DS that they don't want.
Began exercising, kicking her legs while gripping the side of the pool wall. It's after 25 minutes of exercise, her legs stop kicking, and we see Triplet gripping the side of the pool, moving towards the stairs. For a few minutes, Triplet attempts to pull herself out of the pool using the handrails. During this point, other members walk by her, going down the stairs. Triplet fighting for her life, no one seeming to notice. Shortly after, Triplet appears to kick herself away from the stairs, where she drowns. For 10 minutes, Triplet appeared motionless in the pool. According to the LVAC, she was floating on her back. During this 10-minute period, other members swimming and even walking right by her. After a sum total of 20 minutes of no one noticing a struggle or lack of movement, it's when this member jumps in. Then more members gathering to pull Triplet out. According to the Health District report, it's after a minute that an LVAC employee is seen on camera. Paramedics arriving shortly thereafter.
Wow.
What in the fuck? Yo, what the hell is wrong with people, yo? I wouldn't be surprised if all of them people got little cards
Reprimanded.
playing the sleeve game.
Right.
You know what I mean? Pun intended. You know, they playing the sleeve game, you know, because they're collecting your situation and sending it to BlackRock. But you know, that's a whole
Right.
that's a whole nother can of worms. But you know, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they all are sleevers. You know what I mean? They sleep. You know what I mean? No, maybe
They just want to sleeve it alone.
Sleevers. You know what I'm saying? So these sleeves right here, I think maybe they VMAT 2 situation is fucked up.
Right.
Or maybe the detail situation is fucked up. Something.
Mm-hmm.
But how does somebody just DS in front of you and get, you know, pull out their Nintendo DS right in front of you, right? And and you don't recognize the situation. That's crazy. Like that shit made me think about that movie Collateral. And he was saying that, you know, there was a dude who was dead on the train, and I'm pretty sure this probably happened in real life too. This dude who dead on the train, and he had his head down sitting on the train, and he was there for like a day or some shit like that. Nobody knew he was actually dead. They just thought he was asleep. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
And that's like how much that we're not like attentive to one another. Sometimes we're not aware of one another, you know, and it's sad. It's like, all right, I don't give a fuck what your level of integrity is. Nobody should be walking around a fucking pool not paying attention to people in the fucking pool, period. Like you, how did this dude walk down? Let's play this shit back. This is insane. How the fuck did you walk down past this lady? You know nobody get out no damn pool like that. You know what the hell is wrong with who gets out the pool feet first with their head in the water? Like, why wouldn't you think to help this lady?
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with people, yo? Look at this nonsense. This, for Christ's sakes.
I walk right. Oh yeah, he's upset. Damn it. Let's get him some help.
Look at this nonsense. How the hell you walk past somebody like this and their head is in the water, their feet are on the step, and you go right past them like, what, you thought that was some type of workout or something?
Yeah,
You know
like that. Oh, you got it. You got it. Go ahead. You got it.
What? All of these people don't notice this lady struggling right here. That's the one thing.
Yep.
Like, all right, I can partially understand her floating. Maybe you thought she was just chilling, right? I can get that,
Right.
you know, but I don't get that how y'all see this lady struggling in the water, and y'all don't, and that's not alarming to y'all. I think y'all
Mm-hmm.
fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is a 20v1 with VMAT2 deficiencies. This is crazy.
Hmm. Yeah, definitely is.
What the fuck, yo? And you see now, look, it usually it take one person to pop shit off, right? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And then everybody else start doing what? They start virtue signaling. People, I'm pretty sure if we can see those people, it's people who probably walked past this lady previously, and now that they see
Yeah.
him jumping in to help her, now they want to help too. Like, get your nut ass out of
Right.
here. You
Right.
know what I'm
You was
saying?
just right here. You
And
was just right
I'm
here.
sure there's at least one person out there that thought that, yeah, she looked dead, but ain't
Yep.
say nothing.
Right.
This is what's
And
wrong
one
with
go.
society, man. This video in a nutshell is showing you what the fuck is wrong with society, dog.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm
And it wasn't gonna get no better either. Yeah,
Now,
motherfuckers gonna let it go.
question is what the fuck happened to her?
Right.
She looked
Yep.
like she was having an episode like the other people was having, right?
Uh-huh. Suddenly.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm
Yep.
saying. Yeah, they all bought Nintendo DSs. They paid for that.
Yep. Uh-huh.
You know.
Yep. That's what it seemed like. It don't seem like I would say it's random if it wouldn't happen so much. It would be random if it didn't happen so unrandomly. How is that how you would put it?
Man, the only thing that ain't DS and is DS.
Yep.
that shit won't go away, right?
Right.
You know,
Yep.
ever since
That and herpes.
ever since they forced men to go on dates, right?
Mm-hmm.
The DS been selling like hotcakes.
Right. It's definitely escalated.
Right. And so the
Yeah.
only thing that ain't DS and is DS itself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? As far as stories
Yes.
go, it won't die. Shit. The DS got herpes.
Yep. Exactly. And they keep popping up.
It won't go back. Yeah.
Yeah, they keep popping up. Damn. Out.
So, and
Man.
obviously DS does have herpes because they telling us that fucking people's dying from herpes now. I never heard of that.
Right.
You know?
Yep. If so, people would be a lot more serious about it when they got it.
Now, all right, what you think could have happened to this lady? You think maybe she ate some food and got in the water and got some cramps or something?
No, because she was moving around like she didn't have cramps. She had like a head cramp or something. Because her legs was moving. I mean, that's happening to people. I wasn't trying to be as funny as that sounded.
A head cramp. Yeah, she had like
Yeah, because the rest of her was moving. You know what I mean? She might have had an epileptic seizure or something. You feel what I'm saying? Shit was moving. Her body was moving. So you know what I mean? People suspected that she just maybe didn't know how to swim as good as other people. I don't know what that was. I know what it wasn't.
maybe
Okay.
maybe she got banned from Twitch too.
Oh shit! Yeah, yeah, buddy. Yeah, I hear they got it out for
And
people.
look, Amazon is in they in hot water, man. I don't know if this pool is hot, but that does kind of look like maybe it's the jacuzzi side. But Amazon is in hot water.
Right.
I
Yeah.
think they suspended her Twitch account.
Damn it. Yeah. 'Cause they want to know a little bit about everybody. So
Damn it, Jim. They suspended her Twitch account. What she do? I didn't even know you could get suspended from Twitch.
I thought you did. Yeah, they could ban your account or subtract you from the equation. Yeah.
Oh, see, I got suspended. They deleted her account.
Uh-huh.
She will not be on. She will not be on Twitch anymore.
All right. Uh-huh.
But you know, just one of them stories where they're going to focus on the peripheral details and not the meat and potatoes. Why did
Right.
she? Why did she DS?
Right. What are they gonna say? Was it natural causes?
Right. Inquiring minds want to know why. Why did this lady just DS like that? You know what I'm saying?
Was she old?
Yeah, we listen.
Right.
It's absurd. It is absurd that those people didn't help. It is. But why did she DS like that? That's what we want to know. Nintendo DS selling like hotcakes. You know?
Uh-huh. Yep.
Damn, what will they think of next? Right? Remember who had that slogan? What will they think of next? I got an old school Trump video. I haven't I don't know what it's actually about, but it's a video from back in the day when Jesse Jackson, I think it was when Jesse Jackson ran for president. You know, yeah, Donald Trump speaks at Jesse Jackson's Rainbow Coalition in 1999. I think I might throw that up. Your man Boyce Watkins had put this video up. I'm not quite sure why it was up. I just actually deleted it. I mean, downloaded it in a bundle package. You know what I'm saying? I was downloading videos on Twitter earlier, and you know what I'm saying, on a bundle situation. All right, I did shit. I didn't know I could do that like that. How the hell I did that? That was thorough. Hold up. I don't know.
Well, it is an honor to be here, and I was with Jesse last year, and we had a lot of fun, and it was a little different. We had a real panel where you asked questions and everything, and we didn't do so much speaking, so I'm going to get off here very quickly because I want to hear some questions. Jesse started off by saying most of the wealth in this country is in the hands of a few, and I thought to myself, is that a bad thing? What's wrong with that, Jesse? But he did have an expression last year, and I was just telling Roger, he had an expression last year, the wall on wall must fall. And you haven't used it today, and I'm very disappointed in this, Jesse, because I thought it was a great expression. And I heard the expression about 14 times, and then he came to me at the end of the session, and he said, listen, I want some office space in your building on Wall Street, because the wall on wall will fall. And I said, it's okay, Jesse, I'll make a good deal with you. I'll get you some space. You'll pay about $40 a foot. And he said, no, I don't want to pay 40. I said, how about 30? No. It was the cheapest deal I ever made in the history of 40 Wall Street. Is that right? He got it for nothing. He's a very tough negotiator. We know that, right? Nah, he's a terrific guy. We love him, and I'm here for him. And the snow came, and I said, gee, nobody's going to show up, and look at this place, it's packed. I do want to say a couple of things. First of all, where's Percy? Oh, okay. I thought you left, Percy. That would have been terrible. I get up and you leave. I would have been insulted. But, you know, he's been a special friend of mine for 25 years, for a long time. And Percy was the borough president of Manhattan when I was really starting out, and he helped me so much on the Commodore Hotel, which he mentioned before, which became the Grand Hyatt, and so many other things. And he is really, and I listened to him speak, and I said to Roger and Roy, listen to those tones, listen to that voice. Have you heard that before, by the way? What a beautiful tone, and what a beautiful man, and we love him. You really were a big help to me right at the beginning, and I really appreciate it, and you've done some great jobs. So I just want to sort of acknowledge that. Now, another couple, I'm sitting here with this man, Roy. If you want to borrow money, but with him you have to pay it back. That's the best. But if you want to borrow money on Wall Street, you go see Roy, because there's nobody like him at Goldman Sachs. And if you do want to run for president, you see this guy. You're 3-0. And when he left Bush, you know what happened to Bush's last campaign, folks? It wasn't very pretty. And now we have President Clinton, who's coming tonight. And I guess you like President Clinton very much, right, Jesse? Huh? Stand up and say it, Jesse. Well, I'll just say a few words. I mean, Wall Street and New York City and this whole region is doing unbelievably well. I'm building a job on the West Side, which is the largest job ever approved by the New York City Planning Commission. You see it going up along the West Side Highway. It's almost 10 million square feet. It's 18 buildings, and it's really going to be something. We're building a building that you probably heard of recently. It's the tallest residential tower anywhere in the world. It's 90 stories. People aren't happy about the fact that I'm building a 90-story building in New York City, but it's an as-of-right. It's called an as-of-right building, meaning you can do it by zoning, and it's going to be truly magnificent, right directly across from the United Nations. We just bought the General Motors building. We just completed Trump International Hotel and Tower, which just yesterday got the Mobile 5-star award. Only 4 in the country got it for its whatever it is, and it's been a tremendous success. We're doing a lot of other things, and I will tell you, a large percentage of the people, and especially in construction, that are building these great jobs are black and minorities, and I'm very proud of it. We have close to 25%, and I think the number's going up, and they do a great job. There are no better builders than we have in New York, and a big percentage of that is black and minority folks. So I just want to thank everybody in the room for being here. I look forward to some questions. And then I don't know how we're ever going to leave this building today, because if you look outside, it is terrible. But we'll figure a way. There's always a way. And thank you, Jesse, and congratulations.
So, all right, his comment about black jobs, right? Wait for Pope to come back in. I want to know what you think about his comment with black jobs versus your man Joint Operation Environment's comments about black jobs, right? Who sound more sincere? Who sound more like a racist, right? You know, some other comments was made, you know, that would kind of suggest that some people in politics could possibly be bought and paid for. Wow, what a surprise. But Pope, I don't know if you caught the last bit of that video, but some bullshit out here. But did you what do you think about what he was saying about that's bullshit. About him having the black jobs. You know what I'm saying? Did you catch that part?
Yeah, about the black job.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, he was trying to sound like he was sincere. I mean,
Right.
he was talking about building some shit.
Right. Now, of course, he's at Jesse Jackson's Rainbow Coalition situation. So it's, you know, nice amount of black people in there, right? That's safe to assume, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So making that statement in the most heartfelt way or in a casual way, you know what I mean, that he thought he was doing, you know, I guess it's not coming off as racist, right, as one could perceive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, it's safe to assume that nobody in there, or at least nobody vocal about things in there, felt that he was saying something that was, you know, inappropriate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know, I just actually wanted to see what this video was. I didn't know what it was about. You know, I just downloaded it. But it kind of fits into what we was talking about anyway with the whole Biden situation. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he talked about black jobs. Trump talked about black jobs. And, you know, this is an old clip about Trump talking about a significant percentage of the workforce, you know, in the development of, you know, some properties that he had acquired at this time, you know, being black. And and also I wanted to point out that he was talking about the Trump Tower, right? The Trump Tower that's 90 foot tall and composed of 7 pillars, right? You know what I'm saying? And it's the same symbolism shit that we've been telling y'all this whole fucking time. You know what I'm saying? To delete this message, press 7. To save it, press 9.
Yep.
You come across vital information, and it's your obligation to share with the nation. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And words without action have no meaning. And if it takes a village, we built this one.
Right. It's better to know something than to believe it. Truth is undefeated, man. With that said, I shade peace and benedictions. And we out, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
One for the books.
Salute. Salute.
Mm-hmm.
You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me.
Yep, we're all kinds of stubborn.
I'm thankful.
The incident serves as a stark reminder that genuine progress can only be achieved through honest, respectful dialogue. In a world where echo chambers abound and misinformation spreads like wildfire, it's more important than ever to hold ourselves and others accountable for the views we espouse. While it may be easier to retreat into our own ideological bubbles, it's only by engaging with those who hold different perspectives that we can hope to find common ground